guys, Joey's World Tour here, and you're listening to the Ultra Boys podcast. Woo, 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 woo.
Alright, welcome to the Ultra Boys podcast, episode 3, Twilight Princess. I'm Rob, who the fuck are you guys?
I'm Holden. Hi, nice
Whoa.
to see you. This time I have a good microphone.
Nice.
Hi, I'm Aiden. This time I have a bad microphone.
I thought it was good last time. I'm Pi. My microphone's the exact same.
Alright, fucking...
It's Twilight Princess episode.
Yeah, dude, best game ever. Best Zelda game. Top 5 easy.
I think it's one of the best games Nintendo's ever created.
It literally actually is the best game Nintendo's ever made.
Far and away, one of the best.
Let's get into that first.
You know, actually thinking about it, I'm pretty sure that's right.
My favorite
I can't really
Zelda
think of a better one.
My favorite Zelda game is Majora's Mask.
Oh.
I feel like that might mostly be nostalgia, but I think all my taste is nostalgia at this point. But I fucking love Twilight Princess.
Majora's Mask is great, don't get me wrong, but Twilight Princess is like on another level.
Yeah,
I really love the storytelling in Majora's Mask.
This is
Twilight
the first
Princess
time
has really good storytelling too when it's
No,
not
it does. Absolutely.
Yeah,
too
but
long.
like Majora's Mask is like pretty heavy like themes and stuff, and I really like it. I
really enjoy that.
Yeah.
Did we all play Twilight Princess HD?
No,
actually,
I played.
I did not. I played on GameCube.
I also played on GameCube.
Wow.
I played the Wii U version on the PC.
Nice.
The Wii U version is the only one I don't own. I have it on GameCube and Wii, so I played the GameCube version and a little bit of the Wii for context, so that I could be the one to talk about the waggle.
Hey, the waggle isn't that bad.
It was a little.
Yeah, the motion controls aren't that bad.
They're kind of bad though.
When I was but a boy, I was a tiny little lad. I played the Wii version originally.
I
never beat it.
Yep.
But going to Twilight Princess HD really fucked me up because it's based off the GameCube version.
Yeah.
Which is like the real version. I get that.
They're mirrored.
Yeah, it's fucking.
Well, actually, if you play Hero Mode on the HD version, it actually uses the Wii orientation.
It does.
So it's flip.
Does it do that for the Wii version as well? Or is there no Hero Mode?
There is no Hero Mode.
There's no Hero Mode on the original version.
Yeah.
Original versions, because there's 2 originals.
I own it on Wii U, but I don't have an HD TV right now. I only have a CRT.
It's not worth it.
Somehow Twilight Princess HD. Twilight Princess HD is like one of 4 Wii U games I don't own.
I can't comment on like what improvements it made besides it actually like having the map on the bottom screen was really nice. And like
it fixes a couple of like just annoying things.
Too.
Like Link climbs slow as fuck in the original, and they sped it way up in HD.
Oh really?
Yeah. Also, the bug hunts, instead of having to find 16 bugs, you only have to find 12.
Yeah, which is nice.
Oh.
Really?
That's a real nice
Wait,
touch.
they made less bugs?
Yeah.
Yeah, they took bugs out of the HD version.
What? I didn't even notice that. I thought it was the same amount of bugs.
That's kind of sick.
Why would they get rid of the bugs?
I mean, most of the time when you're hunting the bugs, there's like 2 in the same spot, so I think they just made it so there's 1.
Yeah, I think that's
No, there were still 2 in the same spot.
Was there?
I guess they just like got rid of some. I don't fucking know.
I don't know. It's a good change.
That is a good change.
The bug hunts are easily the worst part of Twilight Princess.
It's like
the worst part is
fuck.
The worst part. Okay. The intro gets way too much shit, but the worst part of the game is when you're neck deep in the intro.
I like the intro.
And you've gone through like an hour of shit, and then you have to herd the goats a second time.
Oh my fucking
That's the worst moment in the game.
That is literally the worst part of the game. I believe
it is a
that.
kick in the balls.
It's not even that bad,
Honestly,
but it's still the worst part of the game.
Honestly, the goat herding is not that bad.
It's not
really
bad,
not
but
that
it's just
bad.
like,
It's
come
just, like,
on
kinda-
already.
It's like 5 to 7 minutes, and it's just.
It's not even that. It's like 2.
Oh well, I'm just bad. I'm bad. The only experience.
The intro on paper, the intro to Twilight Princess isn't that bad, but it just drags on and on and on.
I didn't think it was bad at all.
They could have cut it in half.
The intro is good. They get all the tutorializing out of the way so you don't get constantly interrupted like in Skyward Sword.
Yeah.
And it
It's cute
sets
world building.
the atmosphere. Like,
And it sets
you
up the
know.
story, which is good. But
sets up the story, sets up the atmosphere. But at the same time, it probably could have used a pretty hefty trim from like 2.5 hours to maybe like 1.
yeah,
I don't remember the hoe's name, but she annoys me so much. That one like
Ilya?
blonde. Yeah, the blonde girl from
the
the
fucking
intro.
duck lips.
Yeah, I hate her. I hate her.
Yeah, she
I would-
sucks.
fucker.
I would commit
Link's waifu.
a. No, he's not. No, he's not.
I'm pretty sure she is.
Okay.
I mean,
we
Link
need to
has like
address
17
this.
waifus. This is a horny ass game.
We need to address
Link
this.
in this game gets every bitch.
Well, yeah.
Every
Yo.
single bitch.
Because
Yo,
he's
hold
like
on,
the hottest
bros.
Link.
The boat lady, bros.
Are you talking about the lady who runs the fishing shack? If so,
yeah,
yes.
bros.
She
Yeah,
the one with the
bros.
afro?
Hot as fuck.
No,
Okay.
the one who rides with you in the boat while you're fishing.
Oh,
away.
in the fishing pond. Yeah,
Yeah.
I love her
Twilight
too.
Princess has the best Zelda. This is objective.
That
Twilight
is
Yeah, but
Princess
you only see her,
Zelda
like, once.
is objectively the best Zelda.
She's cool, but she's barely in the game.
Do you think there's any
doesn't
Zelda
have to
that's
be.
better than her?
I like Skyward Sword Zelda personally.
No, ew,
I like
cringe.
I like the
Are you
chunky
blue-pilled?
retro Link to the Past, Link Between Worlds Zelda.
Oh, I like.
Yeah,
that.
that Zelda's alright.
I think
Eh.
Twilight Princess.
I think my
Zelda's the
favorite
best one.
my favorite Zelda
Yeah.
is Twilight Princess.
I
Yeah.
guess.
I mean, I think a close sec. No, not even Wind Waker Zelda, because she just becomes boring after she becomes.
Yeah,
Zelda.
Tetra is way
She's,
better
in,
than
she's in the
Zelda.
game for like 30 seconds.
She's in it for 30 seconds and she's actually useless.
I mean, so is Tetra. Wind Waker's a whole nother discussion. I got some shit to say about Wind Waker.
Yeah,
Rob
that's another
Foz isn't
story
that
for
big on
another
Wind
day.
Waker.
It could have
It's-
been good, bros.
That's
I like-
another
I
episode.
like Wind Waker. I like Wind Waker.
I don't.
I was gonna mention the bug shit reminds me of the Triforce quest in Wind Waker.
Oh, what?
That's not a good thing.
No,
It's
I'm
not.
not. It's not. I'm saying that. It's not a good
Well,
thing.
The bug hunts are not nearly as bad as the Triforce quest.
The
is.
Triforce quest is a lot worse, actually. Now I think. I played.
The Triforce quest is a much bigger headache, but the bug quest's biggest problem, I don't think they're even like bad gameplay segments. The problem is that there's 3 of them and they all come in a row and they're all huge pace breakers right at the start of the game.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. The
The
third
third
one,
one's cool though.
the third
'cause you
one's
get to
pretty
fight
good,
you get to fight the big bug, yeah.
and it takes place across like multiple maps, and they kind of make it interesting. So like they could have just done what they did with the third one.
I remember
And
the
then,
third
like-
bug hunt as a kid. The third bug
Yeah.
hunt made me quit the game for like a week because I missed one bug on the part where you have to fly up with the bird up the river.
Yeah.
I missed one bug and I was like, I do not want to do that again, and I quit the game for like a week.
I mean, that's so
Damn.
understandable. That fucking section is so stupid.
Yeah, that part's kind of dumb.
You have to
But-
do it like 3 times, I think, too.
No, you don't.
You do.
Yeah.
No, you could get them all in one go.
No, but you have to do it the first time to go up the.
Yeah, like the first time you have to
Oh,
like
you
actually
like
go
the
up.
total.
Yeah,
Oh,
and then
yeah,
the second
okay.
time you have to get the tears, and then like the
Yeah.
third time is like for a side quest for a piece
Yeah,
of
you're
art or
right.
whatever.
It's
Okay.
to get it's to get the bomb bag upgrade.
Yeah, the bomb bag, which actually is something that you kind of want to get.
I never got it.
Yeah, I went 100% this time. I got all the pose. I got all
Wow.
the bugs.
Oh damn!
I got all the
Madman.
upgrades.
It's funny, even
Uh,
though this is my favorite Zelda, I've never 100%ed it.
I wouldn't
The
want to.
100% is pretty awful, honestly.
It seems tedious.
Yeah, it's
I
pretty
mean,
tedious.
Well, the big problem, the bugs aren't that bad because like the bugs glow at night and you can see them. And
Right.
They're always
Yeah.
there.
One of my
real
main
bad
issues
part-
with the bug quest though is that you can't change it to night, so you can't see like where the bugs actually are until
That's
you
a
Yeah,
big issue with
that's,
this game in
that's what I was
general.
about to say because that's the Poe problem. Where
Yeah,
the pose,
that's
you can,
another
you
problem.
can only attack the pose at night, even if you know where they are.
Yeah.
So
There's no
when I
sun
was going
song.
for all the pose, there's no like method of time advancement. Despite
Yeah,
the
so you
fact
just
that
gotta
Ocarina
fucking
and
wait
Majora
there.
Had it.
And
So,
the
like,
days take
I would
forever
get
in
to
this
the
game,
point-
too.
Yeah, the days are also longer than the nights slightly. The days are like 8 minutes and the nights are like 5.
Yeah.
Why?
So
Why
it'd
would
be
they
like-
have so much shit at night to do and then make the night shorter? That's
The
so
nights are
I
too
stupid.
don't
short.
know,
I
but it's
don't
like-
know.
Every single time I'd get to a place right as the sun came up where a Poe was, and I'd watch the Poe disappear before my eyes, and then I'd just sit there and stare at the screen for 8 minutes.
I don't
Yes.
know
sit there in
if this
agony.
I don't know how much of a hot take this is, but I like playing as normal Link a lot more than playing as Wolf Link.
Yeah,
I feel
That's a very cold
Is that-
take.
Is that a very cool take? I don't know.
That's the coolest
Wolf Link
take.
is like one of the worst aspects of this game.
I
in
I
my
like him as
opinion.
a
Do you ever willingly play as Wolf Link?
I like him as a concept, but it's just like
Yeah.
it feels so
Well,
clunky.
Link gets all these extra moves and Wolf Link doesn't. Wolf Link's
Yeah.
like really shallow and basic,
Yeah.
and the only time you
Yeah,
willingly
normal Link
play
has a
as Wolf
fucking
Link,
Beyblade.
pretty much the only time I willingly played as Wolf Link was like when it was too inconvenient to call Epona, but not inconvenient enough to turn into Wolf Link for the slight speed increase.
Yeah.
The only times I was ever switching to Wolf Link was to kill pose and to
Pretty
do
much.
like required
much, yep.
sections that you need Wolf Link for, and that was
I
it.
only turned into Wolf Link when it made me.
Yeah.
Because I know a lot of people like playing as Wolf Link.
Do they?
Yeah, no, from
I've-
what I've heard, they're probably all just
I mean,
don't know,
it's
like-
cool that you
Yeah.
can play as something other than Link in a Zelda
Yeah.
game.
Unironically, what would have fixed it is if the unlockable special moves also just applied to Wolf Link.
Yeah.
It would
Yeah,
have
that'd
made
be
it
cool.
far more tolerable. But at a certain point, and by a certain point I mean like right as you start getting the extra special moves, Wolf Link just becomes completely irrelevant in combat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Wolf
And
Link
his
just
only
gets
real
like no new
advantages-
things at all.
Yeah, he's just the same the entire game. He's got
Yeah.
the sniff, he's got the dig, he's got
Yeah,
the
that's
thing where he
literally-
attacks
that's
everything,
Wolf
and he
Link.
can lunge.
Yeah.
Was it a
There's
coincidence?
no depth to Wolf Link.
Was it a coincidence that Sonic Unleashed came out around the same time, or was
I
it
doubt
just,
it.
or was it just Sega trying to?
No,
Hey,
Sega
trying
saw
to
what
reach out,
Nintendo
but I
was
wouldn't doubt
doing.
it.
Sega
We all
definitely
know
was
it.
trying to get a little piece
Sega
of that
did what
cash.
Nintendo did? Are you fucking kidding me?
Um,
Of course you have to
Oh,
bring
so,
Sonic up. at
what do you
least
guys
once.
think about?
Yeah.
What do you guys think about this game having fast travel?
I like it. Yeah.
It makes it feel
I
like
use it a
real
lot.
life. It makes it
Well, I
feel
mean,
But
like
at
like-
the
I don't
same
know, it's
time,
weird.
I like it.
at the
I
same
don't
time,
care.
they did actually put a lot of shit to find in Hyrule, and so the
There
fast
is a
travel
lot of
kinda,
shit to find, and
the
fast travel just
kind of ruins
bypasses that.
Yeah.
But also, like, you don't get the horse call until like halfway
The end
through
of the
the game,
game.
and by
That
that,
was
point,
a
you're
bad
pretty
choice.
much just. Yeah, it's like 3/4 of the way into the game they give you the horse call, but at
They
that
should.
point
You should
it's
just
like
have that.
I don't really
at that
like
point
using
it's like
fast
you
travel.
can literally just warp anywhere you want, and it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I'm not a fast traveler, if you will. And most
Yeah,
games
actually-
with open worlds, I don't like using it.
I pretty much only use the fast travel if I needed to go to the market real quick.
I just liked walking around in that game.
Yeah, it's really
Yeah.
cool.
It was pretty.
I like the.
I love the music.
I really
music's
like
so
the
nice.
fact that every character in this game has a character arc, no matter how irrelevant they are.
Yeah.
Like literally everyone. King Bulblin, who's just some asshole who kidnaps children at
King
the end, is like, "I'm your
Bulblin.
friend."
That
am your
he's
friend now.
the best character of all
He
time.
is. He's just
Alright,
a giant
alright.
asshole, and then you kick his ass 4 times, and he's like, "You know what? I respect you." And he leaves.
He follows who's strongest.
Yeah, it's
Listen.
fucking.
I love that
He's a good
shit.
character. He's
King
alright.
Bulbin's sick.
But what about the mailman?
Oh,
The
dude,
real-
Mailman.
the real true
Mailman's
character.
great.
The mailman's pretty epic. I like his
Yo,
song.
shout outs to my boy Uku Jr.
Yep, he's a classic. I like the letter he sends you.
Whoa, awesome, dude.
Wait,
When I read that, I
have a
literally
question.
fucking cried.
for 100% of the game, do you get like anything,
No.
or is
No.
it just for the cloud?
It's just
I
for the
mean-
clout.
For turning in the bugs, the first bug gets you a wallet upgrade, and then
Yeah.
Which is really all you
uh,
need. It's just that
the
one.
final bug gives you a bigger wallet upgrade, and every bug you turn in gives you either 50 or 100 rupees.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And then
And
Giovanni, the Poe guy, you can get him to turn back to human after you get him all the Poes.
Yeah, for 20 pos he gives you a bottle, and then for 60 you can talk to him at any time, and he'll give you 200 rupees for the rest of time
Yeah.
indefinitely.
Wait, really?
So those are your rewards basically, and then there's some other upgrades, like you can get some extra bomb bags, make your bomb bags bigger, quiver upgrades.
That's all you need.
You can fill out the fish journal.
You can
Why
fill
would
out
get
the fish
nothing
journal.
from that, I'm pretty sure.
You get
Literally,
nothing
why
from the
would
fish
you?
journal.
Listen, if you don't catch the Hylian Loach, get the fuck out of my face,
Back
bro.
out.
Listen.
Fake Zelda fan.
Listen.
And of course, by going for every heart piece, you can get up to 20 heart containers. Oh, you can also do all that bullshit to get the magic armor, and the magic armor's busted.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like nothing to spend rupees on, so the magic armor is actually like way more busted than necessary.
No, what do you mean? You
Yeah.
gotta build the fucking bridge for like $2,000?
No,
Yeah,
you
but
can.
Twilight
instead
Princess
of-
just hands you money like
you
it's
pay-
fucking candy.
You pay
So easy to get
1,000.
dough.
You pay 1,000 to the first donation, but instead of rebuilding the bridge for 2,000, if you do the barrel carrying quest, which is admittedly a huge pain,
Yeah.
where you have to carry this barrel across Hyrule Field without getting hit, then the cost reduces to 200, and then you can just buy the magic armor.
Oh, really?
And then if you've turned in all the bugs, you have 1,000 rupee limit to use with the magic armor, and it's just completely busted. And I think on Wii U they increased the wallet sizes too.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
it
they
was
did.
to 3,000.
And
Nice.
they made it so that you don't put the money back if your wallet's full, which is the best change.
Yeah, that is the best change. I hated when I was going for heart pieces, and I walked into Goron Mines, and at that time I didn't have the wallet upgrade, so my wallet was full, and there was like 35 chests on the map. Sick.
It's so bad. I don't know why they did that.
But
They
it
also
won't fit in your
replaced a
wallet
bunch of
right
the
now,
rupees
so
with
let's put it
stamps.
back.
Let's put it back because
Why
you're
not put
definitely
it
gonna
back?
you're definitely gonna come back to the dungeon to get these rupees.
Listen,
Well, I'm 100 rupees short for this thing I need to buy.
let's
Better
go to the
run
Lake
through
Bed
Goron
Temple.
Mines real quick.
Let's go back to the temple.
Let's run all the way up Death Mountain and Goron Mines for the 100 rupees.
It's a great idea.
I don't like that. I don't like the idea.
Speaking of rupees, am I the only one who like has trouble getting enough money for the slingshot at the beginning? It's like way too expensive.
No,
right?
I had
You know,
no problem.
I
with that.
used to, but what I figured out is before you go back to the village with Epona, if you just smash all the rocks that are just like in the forest, the
Yeah.
rocks will drop like 10 rupees, and then from there
Yeah.
you don't have to.
Yeah, no, I
search
did that just
town
because
as hard.
like out of instinct, I'm such a spaz. I just threw every fucking rock I could see, and
Yeah,
I,
I just
me,
looked.
If
I,
you only look
I
for
just
the
looked
ones
for
that are in
money.
the village.
and I cut all the grass because I'm a dumbass.
Yeah, if you
For
look,
me,
if
it
you
was
only
smashing
look
the
in the
pumpkins.
village, if you
I'm
only
pretty
look
sure
in
the
the village,
village
they
has, like,
only give you
exactly
like
30.
exactly this amount of money you need.
Yeah.
It's kind of tight.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't even know people had struggled with that because
do.
Okay, so here's something. I don't know shit about music, but the music in this game is fantastic.
The music's incredible.
It's okay.
What do you mean?
I'm kidding. It's fucking great. It's amazing. It's like one of
Pretty
my
much the
favorite
only
video
shame
game
is that-
soundtracks.
Oh, it's so
Yeah,
good.
It's beautiful.
Absolutely amazing.
It's
So shit.
It's true. It's actually one of the songs. It's actually
The
one of
only
songs.
So
shame
good.
is that for whatever reason, Nintendo refused to orchestrate it.
Did
And
they
I
not?
can't imagine why. It's not orchestrated.
It's
I don't know
MIDI.
why.
I
they
couldn't even
refused.
fucking tell because it's so good.
Yeah,
It is really good still, but it would have been so nice to have it orchestrated.
it would have been a little
Nintendo
better.
just apparently, like Koji Kondo literally begged them to orchestrate it, and they were just like, "No, thank you."
They orchestrated Galaxy instead. Which
Yeah, and then the team also begged to make a Majora's Mask type game using Twilight Princess as a base, and then Miyamoto was like, "No, make the light
Make
gun
crossbow
game
training
instead."
instead.
no, make Link's crossbow training.
When I heard that made me just like immediately hate
I-
Miyamoto.
I
for
never
the rest of my life.
Yeah,
played
it's a-
Link's crossbows training. What?
It's okay.
I mean, Link's
I'm
crossbow
guessing it's
training
not-
is a fine game, but I definitely would have preferred a Majora's Mask version of Twilight Princess.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would that.
You
would've
guys
fucking-
just don't understand the hidden intricacies of the masterful Link's crossbow training.
Is it canon?
Also,
is it like a part of the
apparently
lore?
during
I think. I don't see
also
why not.
apparently
So-
during Link's crossbow training, Miyamoto fought against the game having bosses.
Yeah, that's why
Link,
there's
for
only like
some
2 boss
reason.
fights in the game.
Link's crossbow
pretty
training
dumb,
has like
actually.
a timeline split. It's like the most integral part in the story. everything leads to Link's crossbow training.
I mean, it has to be a timeline splint because you fight Star-Lord in this one too, so like it has to be some sort of split timeline thing.
God, the Zelda timeline is such a mess.
I've never cared.
Zelda timeline is literally
It just
something
doesn't
they pulled
matter.
out of their
I have
ass
some
'cause people
weird
kept asking
issue.
for
It doesn't matter.
The thing about
There was not a
me-
timeline until like 3 years ago when they finally just said fucking slapped it together.
If a game has intense lore, I have to like engross myself in it until it understands, which was the biggest mistake for me for when I got
but the
into
thing
Kingdom
is-
Hearts. Because I got into Kingdom Hearts and I was like, oh fuck.
Oh,
So
The
I had
thing
to, like,
is, though, is
spend
that, like,
hours on the wiki.
every Zelda game
Yeah.
is kind of like their own story with their own
Yeah.
lore.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
So
mean,
like
every-
you don't really like need
sometimes
to
if you're
know the
lucky-
entire lore.
Sometimes
My
if you're lucky, you'll
assumption-
see a reference.
Yeah.
That's it.
My assumption as a kid was that it was always just like a retelling of the same story.
Yeah, like
You know
it's
what I'm
kind of
saying?
like that. I
it's
like
kind
that
of
idea.
that actually.
Like a bunch of tall.
And then I guess
tales.
Majora's Mask was just kind of weird, but whatever.
I just assumed it was the
ignore
same
that.
Link every single time. I was just like, oh, he's
At
going
least
out
it's not
again.
it's not as intense as the Kirby lore. Because what the fuck is that?
God.
The Kirby lore is beautiful. It's
Kirby
Kirby.
lore is too
Oh
it's,
yeah, no.
it's surprisingly deep.
It's like
can't keep
all
up anymore.
it's entirely in pause screens and like very like
Yeah.
it's entirely in pause screens and subtext, but there is so much fucking
Yeah,
Kirby
it's all
lore.
in like the ability
Nice.
descriptions and stuff, and it's all just like it's so bizarre.
It is genuine.
Huh.
Like I had to like study
every-
the wiki. I had to study the wiki for like hours. It was
Every
so
single
intense.
boss, like every single boss, is like partially a rebirth of dark matter.
And,
there's,
and
like,
the
all
thing
this
is,
other-
it's not like Zelda lore where it was all like put together on a whim.
Yeah.
Kirby lore has been being built up for years, and it's like they actually
no,
care
it's
about
like-
it.
like
It's kind of awesome.
Kirby might be like a dark matter, and like
Yeah,
Zero
like
Two
the
is, like-
Antichrist.
it's like
fucking
so
hor-
weird. There's like so much shit, and this is like all canon, but there's nowhere that the games have ever like spelled it out or tried to expand on it in the slightest, except
No,
for
they don't,
pause
like-
menu descriptions.
They don't push it in your face. It's all like you have to look for it, and you
Yeah,
will
this is the
find
first
it.
time
really
hearing of
weird.
it.
And it's actually kind of sick.
It's kind of awesome. I like
Like,
that.
The Kirby lore is fucking cool. And it's
Yeah,
intense
Kirby
too.
is metal as fuck in
Oh,
in the
it's so
pause
dark.
screen descriptions.
It's so dark too. Like it's.
See, I haven't
surprisingly
even
dark.
played like any of the recent Kirby games, which is where like most of the lore is. So.
I like
It's
Star
not though.
Allies.
It's been there since the start.
No, it's been there
Yeah.
since the start, but they're just finally like in Star Allies was like the biggest info dump. But like it wasn't it wasn't like an info dump. It was like a spread around pause screens, but it was still an info dump altogether.
No,
It's-
there's like hints of it as far back as the first game, but like Kirby
Yeah.
64's secret final boss, 02, is like the bloody-eyed, dripping angel version of
Yeah, it's
Dark
cool.
Yeah, no,
Matter
Kirby
who's revived
64
by-
is when they started like actually like pointing out that there's actually something to look for. And then Return to Dreamland was like, yeah, there's fucking shit here. And
Yeah,
from
it's
then
really
onward,
weird.
from then onward, Kirby lore has been like a thing.
It's kind of incredible.
I've
Bros,
sent
I
the
just thought it was
short-
like a pink puffball. He looked cute. Like, what
no,
the fuck
it's
is
fucking
this?
insane. It's
my
so
my
insane.
shit got flipped.
It's
Yeah, and
it's
there's
like
shit with like all of Meta Knight's backstory and all this other weird fucking shit. Like,
and it's like depressing too. Some parts of it are genuinely fucked up. And it's
Nice.
so
Yeah, pretty
it's
much
so
like-
great.
pretty much every planet in the Kirby lore except Popstar has just been completely genocided and wiped out.
Yeah, Earth fucking got destroyed of global freezing. I don't know how the fuck that happens, but it
Nice.
did. And
Holding your clipping again.
oh fuck. Here, wait.
You just gotta
Back up
back
a
up.
bit.
All right, all right.
Just
I'm-
back
Is
up
it
a
is
bit.
it good
There you
now?
go.
Is it good now?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
better.
Yeah.
You're better.
Sorry, bros. I promised
You're
I
good.
promised my mic would be good this episode. And I
He
lied.
got too into the Kirby lore.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had to fucking scream at the top of my lungs. I have told my girlfriends about Kirby lore, and then they broke up with me. not because, maybe because, but
Probably
fucking know.
because.
You know,
Probably.
you can't.
There's
do it
no
else
way
if
that
you
it
can't
was,
understand.
that was the reason. There's no way.
No, it
I
can't be the
refuse to
reason.
accept
Oh.
that. Kirby
But,
Lore is
get-
awesome.
Getting back on topic,
Yeah,
Oh,
back
yeah,
on the
right.
Zelda.
the music in Twilight Princess is really good, as we were talking about before we
Yeah.
got
Is that
into
good
this.
Kirby music?
It's very good.
Yeah, my
music.
favorite song is the Mallow Mart. It's pretty good.
I love the
That's a
Mallow
good
Mart. I actually
Uh,
love
I
the
Malamart is pretty good. I like the actually one I unironically like a whole lot is the hurting. I don't even like the hurting minigame, but the hurting
Oh, the
minigame
music's so
song
cool.
slaps.
Yeah, that's a good one.
All the
my
I mean,
favorite
like
song in
every
the
song
game.
is a good one.
My favorite song in the game is like really obscure and like only in one cutscene. It's like the one after you do the escort mission in the horse carriage.
Oh, yep. I know what you're
So
talking
that
about.
one's really
That's a
good.
one.
Yeah.
I remember it if I
yeah.
heard it, but I can't think of it right now.
It's super specific. It's literally
I also-
only in that one scene.
I really like the Temple of Time dungeon music.
Yeah.
Temple
Ooh,
of Time's a sick dungeon. I love
Time's
Temple of
so
Time.
cool.
Temple of Time was awesome.
Like the way up Temple of Time isn't that impressive, but when you get the giant statue,
All
when
the
you're
way
going
back
down,
and you
when
just
you
go
fuck it all
down.
up.
on your way down, when you just get to smash piles of spiders and turn
Yeah.
everything into fucking ash.
You destroy all the
sick.
gates and shit.
I don't
Yeah,
know. If the
everything
global-
that gave you trouble the first time, you're just like whap, whap, whap.
I love that
It's
Nintendo
gone.
literally made an item in this game just to make you feel overpowered for one dungeon.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, it's sick as fuck.
That's speaking of that. That's like a common complaint that I hear about this game, but I actually like that the items just kind of get their one use because it makes them feel a lot more special.
Alright, but the
Uh,
slingshot though.
I wish,
For the
I
most
wish
part,
I
I
could use
agree.
the Beyblade everywhere. I wish it was.
I wish the spinner was more useful because the spinner's really fun to use.
It is fun.
Yeah.
To use.
Other than that, like I don't give a shit if the ball and chain doesn't get any use after Snoopy because the ball and chain sucks ass.
No, ball and
But
chain's
it's fun. It's
cool.
fun. It's fun when you use it though.
It's fun when you
You
use
can
it.
even
but at
use
the
it as
same
like a
time, it's
combat
like,
option though.
You
Like you
can
can throw it
it-
at people. It does like a
Yeah,
trick
there's
in
a
there.
there's a couple enemies that die in one hit from the ball and chain.
Yeah.
The Gibdo enemies die in 2 hits from the ball and chain, so if you throw it past them, it'll come back and hit them on the way back and kill them really fast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's
Just
great. Makes you feel
That's
Has
pretty
anyone here
useful.
ever completed the Cave of Ordeals?
I did actually.
I was
Cave
going to,
Ordeal
but then I
sucks.
thought, wait, I'm playing on hero mode.
No, I didn't.
Maybe not.
The Cave of Ordeals is not fun. I don't like it.
Yeah.
I did it when I played the HD version. I did it on hero mode with the Ganondorf amiibo on, which makes you take like 4 times damage on
Yeah,
which, and it
okay,
stacks
that's-
on
Oh,
hero
game
mode,
show.
so it's like 8x damage.
So you just
You're
get
an
one
action
shot for
reflex.
anything.
Yeah, pretty much. But I did it.
That's fucked.
The part
I
at
was
the end where
proud.
you have to fight the three Iron
Oh, yeah.
Knuckles.
The-
That's rough.
Iron Knuckles are hard in this game.
Yeah,
They
you actually
are.
like
Well-
have to use the sword techniques
Yeah.
to
Actually,
take them down.
I think I've kind of found the best way to beat them, which is, well, okay, the armor form is still a bitch, but once they get to the slow mode, I've found that, or once they get to the fast mode, I've found that you can do a backslash and then just keep swinging, and usually at least 1 or 2 hits will just sneak through,
No, really.
and that's kind of what I do against the fast mode.
I just
I found that they-
bunga.
I found that they blocked a lot of like the techniques, like the
They
the
do.
one where you roll behind them. They could block
Yeah, they
that.
block that, but sometimes they don't.
Yeah, they can,
So
but
I don't know.
if you keep swinging after they block the backslash, a hit usually sneaks through, and for the
Yeah,
armor
and then
one,
you can just get a combo.
for when it has the armor on, if you slash at their shield, it opens them up for a shield attack, and then you can do helm splitters on them.
Oh, nice.
So, going through the Cave of Ordeals, I learned a lot, because I failed at the Cave of Ordeals 3 times on floor like 45.
I really like the combat in this game. I think it's a lot of
I
fun.
think it's fun. I think it's the most fun Zelda combat.
Skyward
Yeah,
Sword.
by far. It's
You
the
really
one
like
that has
Skyward
slightly
Sword,
more
huh?
going on in
I
it than Mash
I
would
am
be.
not. I will not be quiet about how much I like Skyward Sword.
I
I,
don't
think
know,
that's a
I-
fantastic game, and it's
Skyward Sword
criminally
is fun.
overhated.
I
haven't-
don't- I'm
haven't
not, like,
played
I
it in
don't
a long
hate
time,
it,
and
I
I've never
just-
beaten it, but
It doesn't deserve any of the shit it gets. It's a very good
I
game.
you know,
just
from
kind
what
of
I've
got,
played
like,
of Skyward
bored of it.
Sword, most people who have trouble with Skyward Sword's combat are like just like going way too far with it. Like you kind
Yeah.
of have to know what
Yeah.
the game wants you to do.
Yeah, you gotta
and
read
do
the
that,
enemies.
Where most people just kind of like swing their arm around randomly, like
yeah.
crazy people.
I like
Yeah,
Groot.
I don't hate Skyward Sword or its combat like at all, but I do think that Skyward Sword has some like long moments to say.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
I don't know. Like I don't really
Fair
like the
enough.
volcano areas at all.
I like Volcano.
I didn't like.
I love how
4
long and
or
complicated
5.
the dungeons are in Twilight Princess.
Yeah, they're cool.
They were cool. I like the monkey dungeon.
Yeah.
It's my favorite.
The monkey dungeon's funny because I like monkeys.
Because I think the monkey's
Perhaps
funny.
the only first dungeon in Zelda
"Wah."
that's like a real dungeon.
Yeah,
Pretty
actually,
much.
yeah. That's not just a tutorial.
They do a little
Yeah.
scream and it's like Pikmin.
Yeah, that's because they got all the tutorializing out in the first 3
That's
hours of
true,
the game.
but still, it's the only dungeon in the series that's
I
not
liked
tutorial.
it.
So
I really liked it.
Yep.
It's cute and quaint.
Yeah.
I really
I
like
like-
in the monkey dungeon where you slap the monkey butt.
You
and it
do slap the
Yeah.
monkey butt, and you go, "Ouch!
Yeah.
Ouch! I hurt."
All the bosses in this game are really cool, and I like
Yeah.
how they're all like super fucking gigantic. 'Cause
Yeah, they're
all
fight
way
over the
really
top.
Big bosses.
It's like Shadow the
I mean,
Colossus. They're like
They're still all
big
kind of
boys.
jokes because they all still just do like half heart damage, and they're all really slow and
I wasn't.
The one in
playing
the
on
lake
they're,
that
Master
they're
temple
Mode.
cool
was
to look
really
at, and they
cool.
have cool music.
Yeah, I wasn't playing on Master Mode or Hero Mode. I was just playing on normal mode, but like it was really easy for me.
Listen, if you
Yeah,
play
it
on
is.
hero mode, some of those bosses do a lot of damage, and it's pretty tense sometimes because you don't get any heart refills.
Twilight Princess
I mean-
on hero mode, I think, is a much better experience
I
because it's
should've.
actually kind
I-
of a joke on normal.
Yeah,
I
I
think
still
the
had a
bosses
little
are still
good
all really
time.
cool and fun, but
They're
to say that
definitely
they're
fun and
difficult
cool.
Is,
But yeah, it's
They're,
not
they're
a
like,
it's
they're
not a
cool
hard game.
spectacles.
they're a
It's like,
cakewalk.
you find a little pattern and you just. that's
Yeah,
kinda
then
what
you
it
just
is.
do it.
Speaking
what I
of
love?
bosses, the final boss, bros.
Oh, the final boss
Ganondorf.
is
You
so
mean the
cool.
final
The,
boss?
like
Bosses,
the
all 4 of
5-part
them?
Ganondorf fight is so insane, so
What do you
good.
mean?
Is this the
Just
game
use
with-
the fishing rod.
Yeah, this is the one with the fishing rod, right? Where you could just.
Listen,
Well,
if
you
you
can
if
also
you
use-
use the fishing rod, you're cheating
Was
yourself
that
out of one of
intentional?
the.
You know what you
Yes.
have to do
Why?
to make the battle even better? When you're
Huh.
going up against Puppet Zelda, you have to use the bottle to parry your attacks because it gives you less.
Yeah, you
have
can
to
do
be-
that.
You
have to
can.
get even
That's so
closer.
funny.
You can do that in Ocarina of Time too against Ganondorf.
Yes, you can.
You can just
But-
cheese this battle. It's so cool.
No, the bottle makes it even harder because it
Yeah.
reduces your range.
It's so funny though.
The bottle is hard mode.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they even had that like little Easter egg in Wind Waker too.
Oh,
Because
you bottle
Yeah.
core?
I think
mean,
it's like a tradition in all.
yeah,
of
It's
it.
been a
using the
tradition
bottle.
because there was a glitch in Link to the Past where you could bounce
You can use the
Agronim's
bug net.
projectiles back with the bug catching net. Yeah, so
Yeah.
they kept that in for every game after, like most of them.
I
You're
mean,
not
I
a
think that's
true
pretty
fan
funny.
Unless you're bottle core.
Yeah.
I am bottle core. I have the footage to prove it. I beat Zelda with the bottle.
I can't believe
Yeah,
it.
bro.
The only
But, yeah,
form I
that
don't like
final-
in the final boss is the one where you actually
So
fight
cool.
like
It's
Beast
so
Ganon.
cool.
Yeah, the Beast Ganon's like it's cool, but it's like
Pretty. Yeah, I mean it's basically just a quick time event.
yeah.
Kind of lame, but
I still.
I do like the music, though.
Yeah, the music across the whole thing. That final battle with Ganon is really fucking
Yeah, the
good.
one-
Dude, the
1v1.
horseback part and then the 1v1,
The 1v1.
so insane.
Crowning
The
gem.
1v1 is awesome. I love
I
that.
really,
That's one of the
I
best
get
parts
mad
of the
when
game.
I get mad when people use the fishing rod because I'm like, dude, this is such an awesome boss. You're just like robbing yourself of the experience.
You are, because like Ganon is like the only boss where he doesn't have a weak point. You literally just have to wait for him to attack, dodge it,
Yeah.
and attack back. Like you don't have.
Yeah, like
any
you actually have
cheese
to like
option
know
for it.
Twilight Princess's fighting mechanics to
Yeah.
overcome him. You can't just
Awesome.
ungo bunga.
And the part where you're like slashing, you got like, your swords pressed up against each other. And you
Yeah,
gotta
and you
mash
gotta
the buttons.
outslash
Yeah, that shit's cool. as
So
fuck.
sick.
Cool. I love that shit.
Oh,
And
such
then
a great
I love how
final boss.
at the end, even fucking Zant gets a character arc and comes back and betrays Ganon and snaps his fucking neck from the grave. That's
yeah,
metal as fuck.
hell yeah.
That shit is so metal. He just comes up, cracks his neck, and Ganon dies instantly. It's metal as fuck.
I like how he
Everything in
dies
this
on
game's
his
metal as
knees with the
fuck.
I think I
fucking
need
sword
to. I need
sticking
to
out of him.
replay it on hero mode so I can get that. True
Yeah, you really should.
Yeah,
It's a
Everything
different
in this game
experience.
is
It's
metal
better.
as fuck. I like the part where they stab Ganon through the chest and then warp him into
Yeah.
the Twilight Realm. This game's metal.
So dope.
What do you guys think about the reveal of Zant being a fucking gigantic goofball clown when they made him out to be intimidating?
Oh,
the
it's
whole
so
game?
funny.
It's so
I
good.
kind of like it. People hate that, but I kind of like it.
A
I
lot
like
of
the
people
boss
hate
battle
it, but
too.
I think it's funny as fuck. It is a really good boss battle too. I love that boss battle.
Yeah, I love that the boss is just like retreading on older bosses, and you have to like
Yeah, but it's
remember
like
how to fight
Zant
them.
being funny.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
really care.
well,
if
I
it's
like
a-
how you meet Zant the first time when you revive Lanairu. I don't know. how
Yeah,
it's pronounced.
Lanayru.
Lanayru.
Yep.
And the first time Zant's like intimidating as fuck and beats the shit out of you, and his mask pulls up and he's got the pointed teeth. And then
Yeah.
you meet him, you finally meet him at the end of the game, and he's just like a gigantic fucking clown who swings around, and you fight him by stubbing his toe, and he turns into a midget.
Yeah, that shit's good.
I think it's funny as fuck. I think everything in that fight's funny as fuck. Like when you
Yeah.
knock him off the poles he fought the monkey on, and he
Oh
just
yeah,
Yeah.
that's
stuck
great.
in the dirt. I know a lot of people
Twilight
hate that he's a
Princess, man.
fucking goofball, but I love it.
I like it just because of the boss battle we get.
That too. It is really fun.
What's your
Do you
guys'
think-
favorite boss battle?
Mm.
Ganon. I had to say
Honestly,
Ganon.
like the spinner boss battle, Arbiter Grounds.
Yeah, that one's great.
I think that's my
outside
favorite.
of Ganon is an easy favorite, and so is Zant.
Well,
Yeah.
Other than that, I think
I like.
I'm
Baboon.
probably gonna say. I think I'm probably gonna say the one in Snow Peak against Yetta, Lizetta.
That's a good one.
I like that one a lot because it's like it uses the dungeon item in a way that's not just shoot the weak point.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
like
mean, it
the
kind of is, but you have to like smash the barriers to give yourself an opening to escape.
I thought the Sky Temple one was really cool with the dragon.
Yeah, that one's
It's really cool looking. It's really easy though.
Yeah. you know what one's really easy though? The Temple of Time boss with the spider.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You beat
like
that
how-
shit in like 2 seconds.
I like how the second form of that boss. It's just like it turns into a little spider eyeball, and you can just shoot it with arrows, and it
Yeah,
dies.
I love the fake out where it's just like, oh hey, you beat the boss. Wait a second, and then it's just an eyeball is crawling on the floor.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
then you
funny.
just shoot it with like 2 arrows. And you're
Yeah, and
done.
it's done. And then like the fucking victory music just like resumes playing.
Yeah, Temple of Time is just a power trip where you just get to terminate
Yeah.
everything, and it's awesome.
Yeah, it's dope.
It's like Hyrule Warriors, but more satisfying
Yeah,
because it's like you're not used to this. It's great.
I love Hyrule Warriors on the Wii U. That was
I
great.
do love Hyrule Warriors.
I
That's
dropped
pretty
like
fun.
400 hours on that
okay,
game. Not
a
gonna
lot
lie.
of people don't. I know at this point the consensus is a lot of people do not like the Dynasty Warriors games at all. I really.
That's
like,
the only one I've ever played.
I really like the Hyrule Warriors. I played a little bit of Age of Calamity and it didn't hit the same.
Age of Calamity looks like shit. I'm not
It-
gonna play that game.
It didn't hit the same. I really preferred the original just because it's just like a
Yeah,
big. It's such a
and it
big
had, like-
cast. It felt like a Zelda
Yeah.
collaboration. And
If they were
Yeah, and
like
then Age
trying
of
to
Calamity
please
is
the
just, like,
fans.
Breath of the Wild 2.
Age of
Even though I'm
Calamity-
pretty sure it's not.
it has a.
It's a
it has-
prequel.
From what I it's
Yeah, I know it's a prequel, but like
From what
it's
I've
like
seen-
It's like trying to be like canon and official though, and it's like
Yeah.
stupid.
Yeah, from what
Yeah.
I've seen, the thing about Hyrule Warriors, I don't know if it's canon, but the
No.
story didn't really
No,
take itself seriously. And
Spoilers,
Yeah, and
by
that
the
was that's why it was good.
because it shouldn't. You're just mowing down enemies, and the two
Yeah.
new characters.
Yeah, it's just a stupid fan service game.
The new characters
Yeah.
were cool.
Yeah.
And then in Age of Calamity, it just from what I didn't beat the game. I played like 5 hours of it. The story's alright. It's cute. The gameplay's the same, but it just doesn't feel as cool as
Yeah,
Hyrule
it's not as
Warriors.
good.
And it doesn't have the little. I don't know. I really liked Hyrule Warriors.
Hyrule Warriors is so satisfying.
I
I bought the
never-
DLC
Oof,
and I
liked that.
spent like hundreds of hours on it. Like actually,
I never
I
played
played that game
Definitive
for like
Edition.
3 years straight.
Oh no, me too. I never played Definitive Edition on the Switch, but
Me
I
neither.
played the original and the 3DS version.
I did. Yeah, I double dipped.
I like the 3DS version. I
What
like
do you
the
mean, guys?
whole
I
You don't
played
want
some of it
triple
on the
dip?
Wii U. I've played a good amount on the Switch too, but
I actually have not played Hyrule Warriors.
Well, I
It's
wanna
real
play-
good,
I
dude.
want to play the original again now. Even
It's
though I
so
have Age of
addictive.
it's a
Calamity.
game.
It's so addicting, and it's actually like, I love the collaboration between all the characters together, and I like seeing them.
Yeah, it's
interact.
it's got all the Zelda characters you'd ever want.
I just love that it's a Zelda game
Yeah,
that
and a
just
bunch you
doesn't
wouldn't
take
want.
It's a giant
Yeah.
Zelda collaboration game that does not take itself seriously at all,
Yeah.
and it's so cute and charming. Bless you.
Sorry about
God
that.
bless your soul. It's so charming, and I
Anyways.
wish they would do something like that with more Nintendo games. I know they did something like that with Fire Emblem, but it's Fire Emblem. So
Yeah,
not many-
Fire
Yeah.
Emblem Warriors really sucks.
Fire Emblem's stinky.
I like Fire Emblem Awakening.
No.
I never played the new one.
Oh no! Don't bring up Fire Emblem Awakening. That's a horrible
Don't bring up
game.
Fire
I don't
Emblem
wanna
at
get
all.
started
I-
on
Fire
it.
okay.
Emblem is Nintendo's worst franchise. I don't give a fuck.
No,
This
no,
game
Emblem
stinks.
Awakening
okay.
is
Here's my take. Nintendo's worst franchise is Star Fox.
Metroid and Fire Emblem.
No, Star Fox. There's only one good
No.
Star Fox game.
Yeah, but I'd rather play that one good Star Fox game than any of the Fire Emblem games or Metroid games.
Real Metroid? You'd rather play that than any of the Metroid games?
Yeah, I
There's a
hate
lot of good
Metroid.
What?
Metroid games.
Oh, I love the Metroid games.
The only Metroid
By a
I can
lot, I mean,
respect
like
is Super
6.
Metroid.
Super
Super
Metroid's
Metroid is
great.
the only one. Super Metroid's the only one that doesn't have any fucking bullshit in it.
The only Metroid game that I
Prime?
don't like is Metroid 2. I didn't play the remake.
No,
though.
Metroid 2 is one of the worst
Metroid
Metroid
2
games,
sucks.
actually. It's one of
All
the
the
worst
Metroid
games like
games
ever
suck.
made.
I'm sure Metroid
The original
2 was
Metroid is
cool
so
in its
awful
day, but
too.
Metroid NES is terrible. Metroid
Yep.
2 sucks. Metroid
Yep.
Prime is like a generic first-person shooter where you scan shit all the
like
fucking
it is
time and
not
it's
Actually
super
never
slow
played
and
Prime.
boring.
Shooter in the
Prime is
slightest.
overrated as fucking
Prime is
shit.
dope. Fuck you.
Prime is terrible. I
It is
hate
not.
that game.
Prime is not terrible.
You
It's
literally just
bad.
scan shit and read descriptions the entire game. It's fucking boring.
Yeah, it's based.
No, it's not.
It is based. Don't you want
There are
that?
two types of Ultra Boys.
The duality of Ultra Boys. Okay, I want to see people's opinion on this because everyone is very mixed about this, and I want to hear the Ultra Boys consensus. I fucking love Pikmin a
Yeah.
lot.
Yep.
Okay, but just
Who doesn't?
fucking
Here's the
love
thing.
Pikmin
Here's the
3
thing.
Deluxe is probably the most fun I've had with a game this year.
Here's the thing with Pikmin and me. I like it, but it just doesn't hold my interest, and I've never finished it.
Did you play Pikmin 3?
I've tried all
That
of them.
Pikmin
For
3 is
some,
Pikmin 3 is easily the best one. Easily.
the one that I liked the best was 2.
Um,
I liked 2 the best out of what I played.
Honestly, I like the
Two-
first one the best.
Oh, I don't
I-
like Pikmin 1 very much.
I like it.
Pikmin 1 is okay. I like Pikmin 2 and 3 a lot for different reasons. Pikmin 2's kind of got like that endless grind thing going on, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pikmin 3 is just
That's
like
why
a
I don't
better
really like
version of
Pikmin 2.
Pikmin 1.
Pikmin 3's whole thing is that it's like there's the whole multitasking thing, which I love so much.
Yeah, I love
and
that.
there's the whole like go here feature where you can like automatically move your other crewmates and constantly be working. And there's no
Mhm.
point where you're just waiting for Pikmin to do shit
Yeah.
because you're
Yeah.
constantly working. And it feels
The best
so
part about
satisfying.
Pikmin 3 is the it's not the bingo mode, it's the mission mode where
was
like
just about
it
to say
actually
that.
incentivizes you to like plan
The
out
mission
how to
mode is
fucking
sick.
yeah,
And,
like how to fucking just get
Although
through these
Bingo
missions.
Battle is pretty fun if you can
And,
somehow manage to convince
Pikmin-
someone to play it with you.
Have you guys played Pikmin 3 Deluxe? Which is
I have
No.
not.
The
I have
Pikmin 3
not. I
Deluxe.
Played the original
um,
on Wii U.
It adds like new difficulties, so it adds like a really hard.
Yeah, I heard about
difficulty,
that.
which is sick. The hard difficulties actually like makes Pikmin difficult, which is sick. And it
That's
also
good
adds
because
a new...
Pikmin 3 is like the easiest fucking Pikmin
It's
game.
so but the
It
hard
is.
You
mode's
can literally
actually,
like fall asleep.
it's
and
actually
not
hard.
even
By the
care.
time you hit like day 3, you have so much.
Yeah, you already
juice that
have,
you'll
like,
never run out.
20 days of juice.
What's so great is that like yeah, it makes Pikmin like hard, and I love that. And also it adds a new epilogue with Louis and Olimar, which
Nice.
is okay. I like it.
story
It's, just,
content's
it's
cool.
it's another mission mode, but which I like. But like if you're looking for lore, or because Pikmin also has weirdly
Yeah, Pikmin has
amount of
cool lore actually.
weirdly enough Pikmin also has cool lore because Nintendo's fucking spastic. But
Pikmin's lore is like way more
Do you think
obvious than
Pikmin-
Kirby's though.
yeah, no, Kirby's
Do you
is
think-
fucking hidden.
You know, here's something that maybe this might be controversial, but do you think that the Earth that Pikmin takes place on is the same one from Kirby before it froze over?
Oh my god, the extended universe. And then where's Zelda
it all
take
comes
place?
together
When does Zelda happen?
In Hyrule.
on another
dummy.
planet, probably.
You're right.
The final Zelda game is going to be dark matter coming to Zelda and just annihilating everyone.
Based.
And it becomes Shiverstar. Oh my god, that would actually be the
Yeah, that's where the Zelda timelines actually converge.
Yes, they,
They
all
all-
converge in
oh,
the
yeah.
death of every Zelda game.
No, here's the thing. I don't know how the fuck they did it, but apparently Breath of the Wild merges all the timelines together.
I don't
dude,
believe that.
I got a laundry list of
Okay.
shit to say about Breath of the Wild.
I know you despise Breath of
That's
the
for
Wild.
another day.
My-
That's for another day.
No, it's genuinely
I'd
for
be,
the...
I'd be up to do a podcast episode of Breath of the Wild just so I could talk shit about it for
You
like 3
fucking
hours.
hate Breath of the Wild, and I like Breath of the Wild. So
I can't stand it.
We'll have an episode about
I'm neutral on Breath of the
that.
Wild.
Bunch of bros.
I absolutely loathe Breath of the Wild. I cannot fucking
I hope it's not the
Would-
permanent
would you
direction
dare
the series
call it
takes,
Breath of
is
the
all I'll
Wild?
say.
Breath of the fucking suck, dude. I don't give a fuck.
I wish she'd give me the Breath of the Suck.
I hope... You know,
That really got you.
Fucking stupid.
That was my
wasn't
worst
even
joke.
funny.
That was my worst joke yet.
I'm neutral on Breath of the Wild, but I really do hope that eventually we go back to
They're not
traditional
gonna. It makes
3D
too much
Zelda.
fucking money.
Oh, it made mad bank.
It made so much money that they made a
And here's the
fucking
thing, bro.
I don't know.
sequel
I'm
spin-off
okay
that's
with it.
canon and official, and we're still getting Breath of the Wild 2 like next year.
The Link's Awakening
Yeah, I know.
remake did do pretty well though.
I liked the Link's Awakening remake.
There's gonna be 3 Breath of the Wild games already. They're not gonna stop,
Listen.
dude.
I consume
Listen.
games and enjoy all of them and have no.
The
critique.
Link's
I
Awakening
actually really like
remake
it.
is, or the
I don't
Link's
like Link's
Awakening
Awakening
remake
either.
is okay.
I hate Link's Awakening original. I thought.
I
Link's
have some
Awakening
fucking controversial Zelda opinions.
You
dude.
have some you have some mentally deranged.
What are your thoughts on Wand of Gamelon, Rob?
I'd
based?
play it over Link's Awakening. Not gonna lie.
Ooh, okay. The best 2D Zelda game is easily Minish Cap.
I agree.
No, Link
Minish
to the
Cap,
Past.
I fucking love okay, I love Link to the Past.
Minish Cap's fantastic.
Minish
Don't
Cap
get me
is one of
wrong,
my
but it's
favorite
not
games.
Link to the Past.
Oracle
Minish
of
Cap
Ages.
is the best handheld Zelda.
Yeah,
The-
free.
The Game Boy Advance all around is such a beautiful
Minish
machine.
Cap is sick.
Um,
Oracle of Ages.
Also, fucking Phantom Hourglass and Spirit Tracks are like the worst games in the franchise.
I think those are the best games in the franchise.
I don't think,
I think
they're
those
are
terrible,
Nintendo's
best games.
but they're not great.
They're terrible.
No,
they're so bad.
Okay, I prefer Phantom Hourglass just because I like the concept of like dead. I like the concept of Phantom Hourglass, and that's why I prefer it. And execution's bad, and I hate the fucking trivial like tower climbing shit.
Yeah, that you have to do like 6 times.
It's so
Yeah,
bad,
it's a little
but I like.
obnoxious.
I wish it was a good game because the premise is like really cool. Where
I
it's
couldn't
like,
beat that game. I couldn't beat the game because to do the finishing hit on the boss, it makes you draw some like Satan
yeah, you have to
summoning
draw
circle on the
like,
touchscreen.
you have to draw a pentagram.
And no matter how perfect I drew it, it just wouldn't accept it, so I, just
had
couldn't
that-
beat the game.
I had that issue with pack picks. Pack picks made me baby rage. That game
Pack
fucking
Picks?
destroyed
What
me.
the fuck is Pack Picks?
It was a DS game where you had to like draw
What is this?
Pac-Man.
Yeah, it's like a Pac-Man
What?
like drawing. Yeah, you guys haven't played Pac
What?
Picks?
No.
It
I've literally
sucks.
never heard of this.
It's like
I'm
a game where
Googling
you
it
have
right
to like
now.
it's like Pac-Man, but you have to
I
like
think it was like a launch title.
you have to like draw the Pac-Man, but you have to like constantly draw Pac-Man, and if you can't draw him right, it doesn't recognize it.
Yeah.
So I like out of
Well, this
spite,
looks
I draw
horrible.
dicks, and it wouldn't.
Yeah,
work.
don't you like you'd like draw Pac-Man in like the direction you want him to go, right?
Yeah, and
That
enemies
sounds
go that way.
awful.
And you have to like draw them big or small depending on what
Yeah.
ghost or
Oh my
pellets you
god,
want to
no, that's so bad.
It's
Yeah,
so-
it's
not a game.
This
it's
looks
just,
like an actual nightmare to play. Like
No,
I'm
it-
watching
it is
some
is.
it
footage
is
of it
the
right now.
biggest gimmick of all time.
it's
This
it's
looks
literally like
horrible to play.
it genuinely plays like a mobile game
Yeah.
before mobile games.
This looks horrible.
It
to
was
play.
bad.
They saw the DS touchscreen and went apeshit.
I like the okay, but I really like
This
the style
footage
of it.
is chaos. This guy has like he just keeps drawing Pac-Mans and they're all just like running into the walls
Yeah.
and nothing's happening. And it looks like he's just
Okay.
trying
Tactics.
really
Here's the
hard to
thing.
get one Pac-Man to do what he wants. And more demented,
Yeah,
fucked up
that's
Pac-Men keep
that sounds
spawning
like
and running
tactics,
into
bro.
walls.
The official art for Pack Picks is like really pretty, but besides that, there's nothing
is-
good going for it.
What the fuck?
But I really love like the official Pack Picks art, and that's it.
Yeah, the early
they're
ages of the
cute.
DS were dark times. There was so many touchscreen only games.
Is there Pac-Man lore? Like I played Pac-Man World, but I want to know if Pack Picks fits into something.
The
I'm sure it
Pac-Man lore
exists.
is literally the Pac-Man World lore. I've played all the Pac-Man World games a couple years ago, and the lore is
God.
that every year Pac-Man has a birthday and some asshole comes in to fuck it up. That's the whole
that
point.
is actually the Pac-Man world lore. Pac-Man
That's
world
literally
is fun.
every game. It's like
Pac-Man
Happy
World
Birthday
2.
Pac-Man, and then some asshole comes in and shits on his cake, and then he's like, okay, I'm gonna go eat that.
I really
dude.
like
Bye."
Pac-Man World 2. I think that's a really good game.
Yeah, Pac-Man World
2's
2 is
good.
great.
4's
I
really
wanted to
awful.
go back to
Pac-Man World 3
1.
sucks. Pac-Man World 3.
There's a 4? I didn't even know there was a 4.
No, no,
There
there's
is a
not.
4, and it's like
What?
a beat 'em up hybrid, and it's
No, that's what I'm
That's
thinking.
shit.
Wait,
That,
no, that's 3.
Pac-Man World 3.
That's Pac-Man
Is
World
it? I
3.
thought it was 4.
Okay,
whatever.
Yeah, no.
3,
Pac-Man
4.
World 3 focused on story, and that's.
Yeah, no,
and
it
the-
was really bad.
the
I
story
had
was
I
cute.
had it.
The
I
game-
had 3 on the DS, and I remember it being actually kind of good.
I
Maybe
think the DS
on the
version-
DS it was
The
just a
DS
different
version
game.
was
Like-
completely different. I think it just kept the story.
I remember it being like a normal Pac-Man World game.
Huh.
Yeah,
The-
maybe the DS version was
The
just
DS
better
version's
than-
probably better because
Yeah.
Probably is.
because the one that's on like consoles is a beat 'em up, and it doesn't.
I've never
work.
played it.
It's
Yeah,
not
it's
even a
honestly
platform.
terrible.
The story's cute. I like it, but
I don't even like the story. It's
I
just
thought
like
I thought
why?
it was fun.
Why
but
would I
that's,
want
like-
story in a Pac-Man game?
I don't
Remember when
know.
this episode was about Twilight Princess?
Yeah.
No, actually no.
We've talked a lot about Twilight Princess. Which
Yeah,
is
now it's
also
fucking
Yeah,
Pac-Man's time to shine.
the
Shut
patented,
up.
the patented tangent.
This is
When
the
are we ever gonna
Pac-Mix
do a Pac-Man
episode.
game?
At least we haven't gone on a decrepit Sonic tangent yet.
Yeah, you're right.
It
'Cause
will
we don't have
happen.
Bela here.
Not yet.
Yeah. No, Bela's the one that's.
Bela
Anyway,
or
I've been-
Brian?
I've been playing Sonic Adventure 2 lately. If you guys,
Have you actually, or is this a bit? Because
no, I
that's
have
fucking
actually,
disgusting.
because Rob gave me his Xbox and it had Sonic Adventure
Oh,
2
right.
downloaded on it,
I
and I was
did.
like, well, I
Yeah.
might as well.
Gross. I don't like
Fantastic
that game.
music, awesome,
fantastic
amazing music.
One good level.
Sonic State.
One
City
good
Escape,
level.
Yeah, City Escape's sick. Anyway, that's
City
about it.
Escape's sick. The Tails and Eggman missions suck. The treasure hunting missions are mediocre.
I'll be
and
honest, I think
the
the
only
best part
two
of that
good
game-
levels in the game are City Escape and the one where you're on the U.S.
The forest
military
level.
carrier getting bombed by airplanes. I like that
No,
one
that one's
too.
okay.
The Knuckles levels are
Metal
actually
Harbor.
the Knuckles
But-
levels are actually really fun.
No, they're not.
Crazy
Yeah, no, I'm
Gadget
I
is
don't
the
mind
worst.
No, the
thing.
Knuckles levels fucking suck. I hate them. They're so bad.
Crazy Gadget is the worst thing ever created by a human. Crazy
Yep.
The
Gadget
only
is a
Knuckles
horrific
level I-
nightmare.
The only Knuckles level I don't mind is Pumpkin Hill, and I'm pretty sure 90% of that is just because the song slaps.
That song is
I mean,
fucking
all the
awesome.
all the songs slap on Knuckles stages though.
All the songs
you
slap
act-
on
if you actually,
all the
like, listen to
stages.
the
Even
lyrics-
Crazy Gadget has.
I
They
don't
do.
know. I
Crazy
know
Gadget
people,
is
like,
the worst Sonic
I know
stage.
people ironically say Pumpkin Hill goes hard, but it actually does.
It actually does.
Pumpkin
like, no,
Hill-
that's
No,
not a
it's an
joke.
awesome song.
Pumpkin
It's
Hill
great.
is
awesome.
fucking. That's actually like really good. I love
Every
the Sonic
song in
music.
that game is a fucking jam. Live
It's
and
Even
learn.
the worst
somewhere.
Sonic game,
Fucking
even the worst Sonic game besides Chronicles and Sonic Boom, they all have fucking amazing soundtracks.
God,
yeah, Sonic
Boom
06's
happened.
soundtrack is fucking awesome.
Sonic Chronicles soundtrack's so fucking good, guys.
What do you mean, guys? You don't like the city song
When's
in
the Sonic Chronicles episode?
Sonic Chronicles
I'm
is
down
a
for
game
Sonic
that
Chronicles.
the music does not sound like the original soundtrack got corrupted and they made the new soundtrack in a weekend. Before
When's the
game
Sonic
shipped.
X for the Leapster episode?
The best game ever made. I've never played it, but I've seen someone play it, like in person. I was a little.
Why did you watch someone play Sonic X on Leapster?
Because I was cucking some kid playing Sonic X on the Leapster.
What?
Back off.
Whoa.
What? Why was he playing Sonic
Don't-
X?
I
do
think,
on
not-
I think it's story time.
When was this?
I was just I don't even remember when it was.
Like
I just
yesterday?
no, it wasn't yesterday.
Was this today, dude?
It was like the other week. No, it was,
Earlier today, I went to my friend's house and he was playing Sonic X on Leapster while I banged his girlfriend.
No. Okay. Sonic X and the Leapster. I was like a little boy. I don't remember how old I was, but some kid was playing Sonic X and the Leapster, and it was like he was too old to have a Leapster. It was like I had a Game Boy Advance, and he had a fucking Leapster. So
Not to cut you off or anything, but you're never too old for Sonic X on the Leapster.
Yeah, same.
no, that's a good point actually. I don't remember how old he was, but I remember being so enthralled by it because it was a Sonic game. That was around the time when I was like because I think I played Sonic Advance, and I really
Yeah.
like. I was like, time for me to get into Sonic. So I really wanted to get into Sonic because it was around the time that Nintendo and Sonic was a thing, and I never really cared for Sega until then. So I was starting to get into Sonic, and I found this Sonic game I've never fucking seen before by this kid playing it on the Leapster, and I was enthralled. It was like an after-school club, and he was playing it, and I was just watching him, and I was like, this fucking blows. It's not even.
No,
fast.
it was great.
It's not even fast. Just
I wish
talk
I
to
had
people.
that. When I was in my after-school club, I was like 7. Some kid broke the little thing that keeps your Game Boy Advance battery cover on. Like he broke the little plastic thing off. And then at some point he swapped his bad battery cover with mine, and it just stayed that way forever. And so
Damn, what an
now
asshole.
my
That
Game
monster.
Boy Advance is permanently held together with clear plastic tape.
I lost mine, so I just had to like cover the batteries.
Yeah, mine never had mine either. It was just exposed batteries all the
I had to
time.
duct tape the batteries, which in hindsight is a stupid fucking idea. But and then I got an SP. So
Yeah, SP just everything's better.
SP's goated.
Yeah.
Except
Fuck the original
okay,
Game Boy.
all right. The Game Boy Advance is my favorite console. It's my favorite handheld. It's my favorite system of all time. But I have one huge issue with it, and
Yeah.
just one, and that's the fact that for some reason the A button is higher than the B button, and it should
Yep.
be the other way around. Why is
Yeah,
it that
I've
way?
never minded that.
I don't. It should be the other way around because that's
Wait,
fucking how
guys,
thumbs work.
guys.
It's supposed to be like the Super Nintendo controller.
Get it? I just.
Guys, look at the picture I posted in muted VC quick and tell me what you think.
Are we gonna put it on the podcast so the?
No, I'm gonna have to cut this now.
Okay.
I can.
Oh,
Thanks.
yeah.
You're welcome.
Fuck you. Wait, it's in muted.
What do you guys think of my image?
That's pretty sweet.
Oh my god. Ew.
It
Ew.
doesn't. It doesn't. It doesn't have the
What even
cool
is
S
that?
on the back. Is that what I'm seeing? Is that the cool
Oh my
S?
God,
Is
it's
like
got the swag S.
corner?
I don't
It's
know.
got like a
It's not my
G.
Game Boy Advance.
It's like you came on it and put out it like it was a G. What is wrong with this thing?
I don't know. It's
This
not
is
mine.
great. I love it.
It's a little
I-
messy. I like it.
I can edit that image into the podcast.
What is
Alright.
what is everyone's favorite system?
Uh,
Like okay, not this isn't including hacking. Like obviously you would say like some console that you could hack
Yeah.
all the games on,
No, no,
but you
no.
can only play like what it is naturally allowed to play.
GameCube.
You wouldn't pick the
that's-
Wii?
GameCube's
It's
I'd
really
take
hard
GameCube.
for me.
good.
It's really
Wait,
hard
wait,
for
wait.
me.
I have a question.
Yeah.
If I pick GameCube, does it come with? Can I also have the Game Boy Advance player on it?
I think no. I mean,
That's a little OP.
I feel like that's a little
Yeah.
busted. I think that's a little
That's
busted.
really busted.
It's an official accessory for the console.
Yeah,
if
but
you
it's
pick
not
the
allowed. Fuck
N64, does
Yeah,
that mean
no,
you don't
you-
get the
that's-
Well,
expansion
then you could be
pack?
like, oh, Wii U because they got Virtual Console and you got like
Yeah,
literally every
exactly.
Nintendo system ever made.
Aiden, you're game sharking. You can't do
Yeah.
that.
Okay, well, anyone who picks the N64 doesn't get to play Donkey Kong 64, I guess.
Bruh.
No, that's totally different. That's just
It's
one
not,
game.
though.
It actually
Yeah,
is
what do you-
And
different.
also, who
What
the
do you
fuck's
mean?
gonna pick the N64?
Yeah, anyway, like who's picking that anyway, right? For me, I don't
Alright,
know
well-
because I love all of the 6th generation consoles so much, like Dreamcast, GameCube, Xbox,
Oh,
PS2.
The
that
sixth
is just like
generation is the peak.
I love all of them too.
every
Actually, if I had to pick one to only play for the rest of my life, I'd probably pick the Dreamcast because that's all just like infinitely replayable arcade games.
yeah, I might have to say Dreamcast also because almost every single game on the Dreamcast is pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm,
me,
I'm
I think
gonna
it'd be
say
Super
And
I'm
it
Nintendo.
even
still
has
gonna
the
go with
definitive
GameCube,
version
but
of
only
Sonic
slightly.
Adventure.
Super Nintendo's a great pick.
Yeah. I don't know, like, there's so many good games on Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
So many, like,
Yeah, you have-
really bad ones, too, but, you know.
Yeah, I would either say GameCube or the Dreamcast. I can't really pick.
I'm also pretty much any of the 6th gen would be fine with me. Probably GameCube, just slightly from nostalgia.
If you include the Game Boy player, then the GameCube is literally just free. That is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you pick if you have the Game Boy player included, then you have Game Boy, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, and GameCube, and that's like unbeatable.
And those are just that you could live off that. Those are some.
Yeah,
fun-
I-
You could play
this-
Donkey
there's
Kong
not a- there's not a
94
day that
and
goes
Donkey
by.
Kong Jungle
You
Beat.
can finally play Donkey Kong Land.
There's not a day that goes by that I don't play a 6th gen console, so any of those would be fine by me.
Oh no, I'm fucking constantly replaying 6th gen console games because I think that's just
It's just the
peak
best
of
gen.
gaming.
It literally is.
It is.
It is. The 6th gen is the perfect time where technology was good enough that
Yeah,
things
it was
Where
good enough
everyone
that they
could
could do anything that they wanted.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
and-
good
and-
enough that things could be really creative and weird, but it wasn't good
Yeah.
enough that everything was like ludicrously expensive, so companies only wanted to make things that were incredibly safe bets.
And they don't. Yeah, and now they don't need to focus on their only like selling point being
Yeah.
like
There's so many great
graphics.
PS2 games.
There's so many.
Yeah,
great
there's
PS2
like
games.
tons, like fucking. Oh my god, there's
You
so
got
many
Persona
like weird ass
fucking 3.
PS2 games that could
Shout
just
outs-
never be anywhere.
Shoutouts to Tulip. I was just gonna say, Tulip's my
Tulip.
fucking game, bro.
You got
Okage.
Cubivore, the best game ever made.
I haven't played Cubivore, but
It's
it's
actually
interesting.
fun. I like Cubivore.
Although, you know what you're forgetting, Rob?
You know
Yeah?
what you're forgetting.
You're forgetting that the N64
entire
has
Anthology
Mario Artist Polygon Studio. the
That's
best game
right.
ever
Best
made.
game ever made, unironically.
That game was incredible.
Oh, I want to play that game so bad.
Mario Artist Polygon
Hold on, you missed
Studio.
it.
The
Yeah, hold on,
Polygon
we
Studio
streamed
streams
the
were
entire
literally
game.
The best thing ever.
No.
That was so good.
We didn't. We like looked, and there was no like guides or anything online, so we had to discover everything by ourselves, and we
I
found
saw-
almost everything just by our
It-
own hard
It
work.
was so
The way
special.
I found it out,
And, like-
found out because of it was like I was searching on Google because this was like when I was a little boy, and I was
Yeah.
just looking up like Mario thing because cash was tight when I was a little baby. I couldn't. The only time I got money was when I was like it was Christmas or my birthday, so I had
Yeah,
to look
same.
up like long plays of like Mario games so I could experience them, and I was like looking. I hit the point where I was like finding obscure Mario games, and I found this picture of this guy who like, and I was fucking shocked because it was this guy who repainted the mermaid model so she had boobs, like her tits out, and I was like, Mario didn't do this. And I had to look into it, and I was so interested.
No, you cannot imagine the very first Mario Artist Polygon Studio stream was just me and Rob. And,
Yeah.
There's like this creative mode where you can run around with your creations,
Yeah.
and it took us an hour and a half to get up a hill to get the first upgrade.
Okay,
And
so
every time
basically,
So cool.
what it is, right? You build like a little guy in like 3D modeler,
God.
and then it gives you like wheels. It gives you 2 wheels. That's all you start with.
You start
So-
with wheels and elephant legs.
Yeah. So you can barely climb up any of the slopes, and there's like this giant, massive 3D open world that they plop you in, and you
Yeah,
can't
and
like
you
go
start
anywhere
out-
with the shitty wheels. So
There's
you
like a speedometer, and you start
Yeah.
out going like 7 miles an hour, and by the
Yeah.
end of the game, you can go like 400.
yeah.
I-
So basically, all you do is just like explore, find better parts, equip them, and then use those better parts to find
Yeah.
even better parts. It's kind of this like gameplay loop.
I would have
We
fucking
found like
adored that.
we found like this rocket booster, and the rocket boosters are sideways, and like the intention is that you use them to just give yourself more speed.
Yeah.
And there was something
then-
high up, and we couldn't figure out how to get to it.
Yeah, we were
But
like,
then
oh,
we
how do you
tilted
get that
them-
high?
Then
So
I
we
had the
fucking
genius
tilted
idea.
test it.
And gave ourselves a jetpack, and we were cruising around in this
That's so
homemade
cool.
jetpack.
It's like a weird, like, 5th-dimensional puzzle. Like, you wouldn't think to, like, that rotating the rocket would do anything, but it totally
then-
does.
There's
I
like
was-
way more stuff that's just like insane. Like if you go all the way out to the edge of the map, it teleports you to hell, and you just find some guy in there doing push-ups.
Yeah.
That's so great. Oh fuck, I would have
And
loved
then
that.
if you fly all the way up, you go to heaven, and you find his brother doing crunches.
Yeah, and it plays the
It's
Majora's
fucking
Mask End of
wild.
the World music.
Really?
It does.
Yeah, it's
it was
like
so
insane.
jarring to hear it.
Because when I was
Yeah, and there's this fucking scary ass worm that floats around, and it like
Oh my
it just
god,
sits
yeah.
there. It sits there motionless in the sky, right? But then you jump up to it and get close to it, and it provokes it, and it starts fucking like morphing around and flailing all over the place and chasing you.
And
And
then
it
there's like
literally-
this
to
weird,
the end of
creepy
the map.
mumbling.
Like
Yeah.
like your guy starts like whispering in fear, like he makes scared noises.
Yeah, he's like,
and the worm will literally follow you across the entire
it sounds
map.
fake,
Like,
but it's a real
you'll,
video game.
you'll start
by
running
Nintendo.
away from the worm, and you'll turn around to see if the worm's still following you, and then all of a sudden it'll clip back out of the ground, and it'll just be like 10 feet
It's like
behind you.
morphing and sloshing all over the place.
And if it catches up to you, it eats your body parts and just leaves you crippled.
It is actually fucking like the scariest thing I've ever witnessed.
That's
Like
so-
honestly.
Fuck, when I was little, I used to play like Drawn to Life and just role play while making my little characters. But if I had that as a kid, I would have.
Dude, this is like drawn to life on fucking steroids, dude.
just-
Yeah,
Like,
it's
I would've-
literal insanity.
I would have played.
You
the
can do
shit out of
anything. You can do literally anything in this world. It's incredible.
Because I was just
Reminder
like,
that this game was on the N64.
They haven't,
Our
DD.
characters
they haven't had
just kept
games with
getting...
as much Soul Bros in such a long time.
We had like the generic stock guy. What did we name him?
That wasn't stock. That I made that.
Oh, what did we
I
call
made
our
him.
guy?
His
Jeff?
name was Phil.
Phil. It was
Success-
Phil,
with the
right?
success
I
of
made him
Mario
from
Maker,
scratch. I made every single polygon
Why
on
haven't
Phil.
they remade this?
We made
I
this
don't
little
know.
dude. We made this little dude named Phil, and every time, no matter what we did to him, we just kept having Phil there.
Yeah.
And so Phil would be there, and we were just like doing all these crazy things. Like when we were trying to go to heaven, we couldn't figure out how to get that high, and so we just like cut off his body and just make it a Phil head on a rocket
Yeah.
and try to launch him into space.
Yeah, and then we learned that you need the fucking hot air balloon to even get
Yeah.
near.
Yeah, if any of you guys listening have not heard of Mario Artist Polygon Studio for the 64DD, please download it and pop it in an emulator. It's insane.
Yeah,
Oh
you
yeah.
need to try it. It's
uses the
fucking
mouse
wild.
too, so it'd be easy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does use the mouse. You didn't use a
Yeah.
mouse.
I did not use the mouse. I just used the controller.
Oh, on to that now. I want to. I
It's-
want to get a
it's an
64
incredible
DD
game.
and then get
I-
like all the discs and magnetize them all.
Shoutouts to the fact that we didn't even know that there was music in the game until we went to like a tab. Where,
Yeah,
like,
me and Aiden, you weren't there, but me and Pi went back into the character editor, and
Yeah.
you know how the entire game is silent?
Yeah.
There's these sound effects that you could place, and each sound effect goes off at a specific interval, so you can like
Make
pile
your
them on
music.
top and
yeah,
like
you
make
can
your
just
own music.
basically make your own
That's
music.
sick.
It's so cool.
Yeah, it was really cool.
I think
And like
the
we didn't
game-
even fucking
the
figure
game
that out until the end of
honestly-
the game.
The game honestly feels like a creepypasta because you're just in
It
this
does.
big, empty, completely silent world, getting chased by these terrifying tube worm things.
But it's so
Mario.exe
good.
real.
We honestly, we should replay it and do a let's play episode because we should actually put that out.
I would love that so much.
The world
That
needs
would
to
be-
know
I
the
wanna-
greatness.
I want to play. I want to watch because I'm really interested.
Someone else should play it this time since I played it.
Yeah, Holden, come out here
Yeah.
and play it with us.
Yeah.
I want to play it because I'm really interested.
Come over to my house. I got
Yeah,
plenty of room.
I'll walk on over. It's a quick walk. God, that sounds
Just
so
be like
cool.
Rob and hop on a plane on a whim and fly out here.
Yeah.
Rob's done it
It's
twice
fun.
now.
Oh, you've done it twice.
Rob
now.
just texts me and he's like, "I'm coming over
I'm
tomorrow." Is
coming
that
over.
Cool? I'm like, yeah. yeah.
Play tickets
Yeah,
to
I
Ellis
do.
right now.
It's funny.
I'll be right there, bro.
Fly over from California.
I fucking plane tickets are cheap right now, so it's
Yeah, they are.
They are.
That's
They're
why.
$40
Wow.
round trip, baby.
wow.
This is the cheapest they've ever been. Actually, the
And
first
will
time
ever
Corona
be,
hit, they were like
probably.
$25, but
God, that hits different. Holy shit. Oh my god, okay. Mario Artist sounds like my childhood dream.
Yeah, it's honestly.
it is
great.
honestly one of the coolest things I've ever played.
If that was the only game I had as a kid, I would have been set.
Well, yeah, because I was a Lego kid. I just like constantly played with Legos all the time just to
Yeah.
make up my own stories.
It has like surprisingly deep physics. It actually like matters where you put things.
Yeah, like, and the angle. So, like, our first jetpack was, like, really wonky, and so we'd always
Yeah, because
fly
we had it
forward.
like a very slight angle.
It was
And
slightly
the
tilted,
end
so we just
game-
fly in the other direction.
The main end game, besides going to heaven and hell, you go up to these sky islands, and there's, like, this huge
Yeah.
maze in the sky islands that has, like, a bunch of hidden passages and invisible walls and shit, and you have
Yeah.
to do, like, precision flying through it. It's crazy.
I
It's
like
a
that.
fucking, it's literal insanity. And all the
It's
tutorials
amazing,
are told to you
though.
through. All the tutorials are given on toasters that pop up bread with messages telling you how to play the game.
Oh,
Yeah.
it had that classic N64 surrealism.
It's very surreal.
It is the most surreal game I think I have ever seen.
The game mode. The game mode is literally called Experimental World. That's
Yeah.
actually what it's called.
And the even weirder part is it has an early prototype of WarioWare built in for no reason.
It does.
Really?
You can play WarioWare
Yes,
in it, except it's not Wario.
The guy who directed Mario Artist Polygon Studio went on to direct WarioWare,
Yeah.
and it just has a prototype WarioWare built in.
It was like the same minigames and everything too, wasn't it?
Yeah, literally. Just not with WarioWare.
Yeah, that's so weird. Like, why is it there?
Who knows?
That's so
It's
cool.
cool, though.
Cool, thanks.
That is very cool. It's like a little. It's like a beta. Is beta better than final?
Oh no.
Beta was absolutely
No,
better
it's-
than final.
The problem is that this
It only
one
has, like,
to be
10
played with the
minigames.
N64 controller too.
Yeah.
So
No,
Voice
I'm.
doc.
More play it than WarioWare Shake.
I love that
Uh,
game.
I love WarioWare.
the
Shake.
worst WarioWare is snapped on the DSi
Yes,
because it
no,
doesn't
Snap.
function.
Everyone
Because
agrees.
it doesn't actually work.
Everyone agrees WarioWare Snap sucks.
I bought a DSi like at launch, and I paid the fucking like I think it was like $8 for WarioWare Snapped, and it did not work a single
did
time,
too
and I
for
was so
both.
mad.
I've gotten 2 of the games to work like 3 times each, but like the roller coaster one I've never seen just doesn't function.
It just does not work.
I don't
WarioWare Snapped is like the least functional game
Gives
I've
them
ever played.
Actually, a mistake.
I think every other Wario. I had actually never played WarioWare Gold, but I'm guessing there's like nothing wrong with it. It's WarioWare Gold.
You know what game's
It's just
sick?
a compilation.
Yeah. Which
You know
I
what
mean,
game's sick?
that's perfect.
Game and Wario on the Wii U.
Game
Game
and
and
Wario
Wario
is
criminally
criminally underrated.
That game's fucking
Oh,
baller.
especially the multiplayer modes are so much fun.
Oh, Game and Wario is so much fun.
The Fruit Thief multiplayer minigame is
People
amazing.
sleep on that game. It's a gem.
I think all the mini games in Game and Wario are pretty good.
I
Pretty
think
good.
all-
Yeah, except for
around.
the stupid Katana fucking sewing one. That one's stupid.
All around,
That
I don't
sounds
remember
stupid.
that.
I
What the
think the
fuck?
Wii
Probably
U.
for good
It's
reason.
literally it's literally like a slide puzzle.
The Wii U.
Why?
is
Why would they
severely
make that?
underrated. As a-
I don't know. Because it uses the touchscreen on the Wii U.
That's
That's
dumb.
why.
That's so stupid.
I don't like the gimmick for Wii U, but I think
like-
as a console, it's like very.
I love the Wii U.
It's very
The
underrated.
Wii U's awesome.
It's such a great console, and people shit on it too much just because. It's
Be
I like
my Wii U is my favorite console, right below 6th gen.
And I wish.
The best single player game on Game and Wario is the Mona one where you do the picture thing. That one's fun.
Yeah, that one's cool.
I wish Miiverse was still a thing. I fucking love
Same.
Same.
it.
The
Miiverse.
Miiverse
is
was the
great.
greatest.
Do you all
Miiverse
remember
was
the?
simultaneously the worst and greatest idea Nintendo ever had.
Do you remember like the fucking big update that they had that fucked everything over except for the
Yeah,
new
where it
Super,
limited the posts.
except for the new Super Luigi U community, and that was like
New Super Luigi U was unmoderated,
It was-
like
it
completely.
was completely unmoderated. You could draw like a hyper realistic dick pic, and it would never be taken down because there was no
Also, like
artist.
somebody was like hacking like the profile picture for the Luigi community
Yeah, that was
yeah.
funny.
somehow. I don't know how they were doing that, but like every week, somebody would like slightly distort it until it got
was,
like really
it was,
fucked
like,
up.
flipped around, and it was so fun. God, I feel it
Me
was,
and
like,
Rob
I didn't
were
know about
talking
any
the
of this.
best
What the
Miiverse
fuck?
communities.
It was
No,
so
me and
fun.
Rob were talking about the best Miiverse communities when he was over. One of
Yeah.
my favorite was the Wii Fit U one.
No, the Wii Fit
Where-
was so funny.
The Wii Fit
My
U
favorite
one
was
all
Hulu.
like someone would post a screenshot because the game would automatically post screenshots, and then every comment would just be like 4-year-olds calling them fat.
Oh, it's so great.
The Game and Wario one was really funny because there was like a Pictionary mini game in it,
Yeah.
and it just automatically uploaded everything you drew.
To
So
me.
there was just
So there was like constant bullshit, and it was so funny. No, like
Yeah.
you mentioned, the Hulu one was also really funny.
Hulu was
Oh,
great because like they
Hulu
couldn't
was a
like tell people not
disaster.
to talk about things.
Yeah, because
Since you can watch whatever you
was a
want on Hulu.
disaster.
it was such a beautiful match.
Hulu was the true Wild West of the Miiverse,
Yeah.
where everyone
Hulu
No,
was
the
like
true Wild West
nuts.
was fucking New Super Luigi U, the unmoderated. That's what like it was genuinely like some of the most fun I've had on like a. What
Oh,
what
New
would
Super
you
Luigi's
call-
U was really
The Smash
good,
Smash Wii U was pretty good because there was just a lot of porn of the characters all the time.
It was so,
Yeah,
there was
there was
just
a lot
so
of
much
porn.
shit because all you could do on Miiverse is shit post. Like what else
Yeah.
could you do? It was
Nothing.
made
I
for
really liked
And
You
because
could talk
the-
about games if you wanted to.
and
No
because
one would care.
well, because the
My
Switch,
favorite aspect of Miiverse, literally all I would do is I'd go and I'd give Yaz to the stupidest posts I could find.
I
Switch
did
has-
that too.
The Switch has literally no soul, so they decided to get rid of.
Miiverse also solved the problem
sad.
of friend codes and direct
It
messaging
did.
because it had both of
It
those.
did. I remember
You could just
that.
search by you could add friends by username on the Wii U and direct message them
God.
through Miiverse.
The
I
best
don't-
Miiverse channels were always the ones that were for like kids games. Like New Super Mario Bros. Always had the funniest shit where people would just like, it'd be like, I lost this level because my parents hit me.
it really is sad for me to say that the Switch is a downgrade.
The Switch sucks.
It
I hate the
was.
Switch.
The Switch is. I mean, I love the games on it. There's a lot of good games on it.
I don't.
Yeah, I know. We know you don't. There's a lot of good games on the
I
Switch.
hate just for anybody who doesn't know me. I completely hate Switch era Nintendo. I hate almost all of the
For-
games on the Switch, and I think the Switch is a terrible piece of
For
hardware.
anyone who doesn't know Rob, he hates everything.
No, I just like good things.
Rob
no,
only
there's
likes
like
good
four
things.
things
Yeah,
that Rob likes.
Rob is the mouthpiece for God, like I mentioned.
Rob
he
has
is.
Rob
The
has
kid with the
exactly
right.
4 video games he likes: Mario
Uh,
Artist, Shenmue 1, Shenmue 2, and Sonic Adventure 1.
You barely even like Shenmue. It's just, you like the concept of it.
What are you talking about? I love Shenmue.
Yeah, no, you like Shenmue. You like Shenmue. Shenmue's a beautiful mess. No,
I don't like Shenmue 3. Shenmue 3 is a piece of dog
Aiden, you forgot about the essential game, Twilight Princess.
shit. Yes, the
Ah,
game we were
yes.
supposed to be talking about today.
Wait,
Hey, we
what's
got
that?
like 45 solid minutes of Twilight
Yeah, and
Princess.
just another
'em.
30 of bullshit.
There's a lot more we could say about Twilight Princess.
There
though.
But I'd like to
is.
talk about Miiverse, please. God, I
Maybe
fucking
next
miss
time,
Miiverse. I
maybe
miss
next
Miiverse
time.
so
Oh,
much.
the Twilight Princess Miiverse was all just midna porn.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
of
definitely.
course.
No, there was
Lots of
Did
so
anybody
much-
even like use those stamps for anything?
No.
No, there was so much Splatoon hentai.
Oh yeah, I remember
Yes, there
that.
was.
So much.
Splatoon was just a porn one too.
Splatoon was all porn. Okay, the peak is the fact that Splatoon 2 kind of kept Miiverse, and the fact that like
Yeah, kind of did. I
yeah,
like
that. You can there's like unmoderated drawings because they don't care enough to moderate
Yep.
them. So you can just draw shit and it'll show up as like graffiti on other people's games.
Yeah.
And they
Yep,
and people
lots of
also
porn.
like people say it as like messages when you talk to them in the lobby. I really like Splatoon 2. That's
Never
off
actually
topic.
played Splatoon.
I think Splatoon is very fun. It's very
I
fun
spo-
if you have like 3 friends to play.
I liked
with.
the first one. The second one was a bit of a downgrade though, but
Really?
I know that they
Salmon
updated
Run's
it.
really fun. It's
It was pretty weak at launch, and I didn't
at launch.
play it
No,
afterwards.
they definitely.
Oh.
It's like Well, I mean, Star Allies wasn't as big of a jump, but Splatoon 2.
People keep telling me that they added shit to Star Allies, and I'm just not seeing it.
I
I'm
don't-
like,
no,
what are
they
you
added-
It's
talking
just
about?
like it's just like characters. Like
Well,
what
yeah,
do
they added,
you
like,
add?
yeah,
they
characters.
added
Who
a new
cares?
final. They added like a new final epilogue area.
They've
Okay.
added like a.
Alright.
Is it like 20 levels? Because
Yeah, is it like 20
It's-
more levels, please?
It's not like 20 levels.
Because
but
the
it's
game
like,
has like 5 fucking levels.
yeah.
the game is very short. I like Star Allies though, but I mean, don't tell Nintendo.
I just think it's funny that like I'm like every time I say that Star Allies wasn't good, people tell me, "Oh no, they made it better with updates," and I'm just like, they added like 2 characters. What are you
Star-
talking
I
about?
They
like
added
Star
like
Allies a
Meta
lot.
Knight as a character and
Yeah,
like
cool, I
one
guess.
level. Cool.
They added.
You know what?
I think Miiverse is getting rid of Miiverse. Was an era of Nintendo that I cannot appreciate.
Agree.
It
Yeah.
I understand like
I don't-
why Nintendo did it because
I
like the
don't.
porn and
I
shit.
don't understand why they
Like that has to
introduced it
go.
but like
On, they
why?
introduced it on 3DS and then like 2 months later they shut it down.
Yeah, it was on
Yeah.
3DS for like
Oh,
a day.
I remember, yeah, it was on 3DS, and I remember like I would fucking take my 3DS to school, and I would just like, post.
Go on
we-
Miiverse.
Me and my friends during lunch would just fucking browse through Miiverse. We'd have a fucking laugh because it's hilarious, and,
Yeah.
it was on computer as well. It was so cool. It
I
was
mean,
like,
honestly, like Miiverse is just like kid Reddit if you
it
think
was
about it.
no,
Pretty
it's
much.
Pretty
it-
much is.
It's New Super Luigi U is so much fucking better than anything Reddit could
New
ever
Luigi
produce.
U was amazing.
New Super
That was a
Luigi
gem.
U was like was
Why
genuinely.
didn't they moderate it? Like they knew that it was an
They
issue.
just
I
forgot
think
about
they-
it. I don't know.
I think there was something with like they. I don't know. I feel like it had.
I think
to do
they
with,
just
like, code.
forgot. I think they just never
they
noticed.
must have forgot about it. But there were moderators who were on it. They loved the chaos. It was because there were the people who were like fucking with the profile picture.
Yeah,
of
they
the
were
Super
fucking
Mario.
with the logo.
They were fucking with the logo, and sometimes it got
Like
reverted
somebody
back.
had to have
Sometimes it
had
got-
access.
Yeah, sometimes it got reverted back, but it was not moderated like ever, and it was hilarious because it's
Yeah, it was
genuinely funny, and I think it was the best social media ever made.
It was.
Probably
Because
is.
there was
Just-
you couldn't post no pictures of no fucking selfies. It was all just
Do you guys
drawings.
remember the epidemic of people trying to get kids to send them their the Wii U like camera app thing so
Oh,
they could like voice
Oh
chat
my
with
god,
them?
I remember Wii U video chat, and that was
The
actually
video chat.
okay.
Yeah.
Wii U
I
chat was
don't
actually
really
kinda-
remember that actually.
It was actually
Me
kind of
neither.
hype because the thing about Wii U chat is the whole gimmick was like you could draw on other people's faces. And it would like on their screen you'd see it in the corner and it would show like what you drawn on their face, which could I get why they discontinued it because that could potentially be fun.
They never discontinued it. It's still there.
Oh really? Oh
Yeah.
wow. Well,
All right, I'm gonna draw some cocks on Rob's face real
yeah,
quick.
but okay, but like if you're video chatting your friends, you might as well just draw like a cock on their forehead. And have them
Yeah,
laugh about it.
Yeah.
But like it was such a cool gimmick. I think everything about the Wii U, even the gamepad was cool.
The gamepad was awesome.
The
gamepad-
gamepad,
I love
the
the Wii
gamepad
U.
is slept on because the gamepad's actually like. It
Also, the
made-
Wii U had NES Remix, and NES Remix was accessible.
Yeah,
I
the
like
Wii U
NES
had
Remix a
so
lot.
many 10 out of 10 games,
It
and people
did.
just ignore that now because the Switch has ports.
it was the origin of the like one of my no, in my opinion, the best platform of all time, Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Fuck
pretty
yeah.
good.
Tropical
love that
Freeze
game.
pretty based.
I love that.
I like
game.
how it costs $20 extra on the Switch for
Have-
no reason.
Have you
Yeah, that was
played
really cool.
Have you played 3D World with friends?
Yeah, we
It
just
is-
did at 80.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
really?
have a 3D World Let's Play coming out in like
It is.
Yeah.
soon.
Are we allowed to spoil that?
Plug for the Let's Play, bro.
It is
Yep, plug for the
so.
Let's Play.
It is so funny playing it with friends.
Yeah, it's awesome.
the whole
Yeah,
crown
me
thing.
and Rob had a fucking riot playing through that. It's awesome.
Playing with it and like the whole crown thing was genuinely genius. It was
The
genuinely.
crown's
genius.
great. Always fighting for the
because
crown.
it makes it somehow more chaotic than New Super Mario Bros, which I love. I love chaos.
I like.
See, I've only ever played
Me and Rob-
Mario 3D World with like scrubs, so I was always like the best person there,
Playing with it
and
with
I always had the
people who know
crown.
what
So
they're
I
doing.
never had that
I
experience.
dominated Aiden in our Let's Play. I had the crown in like every
The
level.
best. The best part about it is that it let us go like full Geiga brain. Like there's parts where you need to like carry a catsuit through a whole level and we'd fuck
Yeah.
up somehow. And then we'd do like triple head bounces off each other to get
Yeah, it
stars
was
that we weren't
insane.
supposed to get.
Yeah, we'd like throw each other at the wall and then like quickly do a head bounce while we were still in the air, and then like we like cheese the star.
There's so many 10
Yeah,
out
it
of
was
10 Wii U
awesome. We
games.
had so many cool moments like
And
that.
also so much virtual console on that thing. The
Yeah.
Yeah.
rebirth of Earthbound, for some reason it was more expensive.
That was
but
great.
but I
I
get
went and
it.
bought that day one.
For
I
some
did that.
reason,
I did too
they
because I was hoping
for some
it
reason they missed the
encouraged them.
even though there was GBA support, they somehow missed the beautiful opportunity of Mother 3, and I don't know why.
Well, they'd actually have to like translate it. They'd have
Yeah,
to do
Mother.
work for
They
that.
did Mother 3 in Japan. they
I
just didn't-
remember.
Actually,
yeah, no, I
the-
remember the Mother
the-
3 Miiverse, and it was just all
Yeah.
people being like, "What the fuck, Nintendo?"
It was all people in English.
yeah, it
Yeah.
was no Japanese people. It was so funny.
The people who made the Mother 3 translation patch said that if
Yeah.
Nintendo approached them, they'd give it to them for free.
Yeah, I
to
was
use.
about
Yeah.
to mention that.
All
but
Nintendo has to do is ask.
they don't fucking care. I mean, they,
Oh, it's
they don't
because
need to.
Nintendo has their integrity. They have to.
They can't-
They have to do
like-
it themselves.
Who
They
cares?
can't do it anymore since the Switch doesn't have a virtual console
Meanwhile,
besides
Sega's-
15 shitty NES games.
Meanwhile, Sega's like, yeah, you can fucking, we'll let the fans take care of this one, and it works out.
Sega
beautifully.
literally puts SD card slots on their clone consoles that they've released.
Oh yeah, no, Sega doesn't.
They don't
give a shit.
care.
Yeah, and they don't take down fan games. They actually endorse.
You know
fan
what the
games.
most wild thing
Beautiful.
about the Wii U eShop or the Virtual Console is though?
What?
Huh.
The fact that they actually bothered to port over DS games to the goddamn Wii.
Yeah,
U.
that was
Okay,
great. That
And
was
the
a
best part
genius
is,
idea.
it's extremely comfy.
It works great.
It
it's
is.
so
It's
comfy.
awesome.
I played all of Partners in Time on the Wii U
Hi,
Virtual Console.
welcome to the
Awesome.
Wii U
Yeah,
shilling episode.
Partners
I
in
love the
Twilight
Wii U.
Princess,
Every
who's
time-
that?
Every time someone tells me that the Wii U sucked, I get incredibly angry.
No, because it doesn't. It's such a good console.
It was amazing.
Kirby Mass Attack on the Wii U is like the greatest thing
It's
ever.
Yeah,
it's the best way to play DS games.
it is.
Yeah.
Do they have Heart Gold Soul Silver on it?
No, but they
Unfortunate. I know they have.
do
Myst-
Pokemon Pinball.
They have.
Whoa!
Okay, unironically, Pokemon Pinball is fucking great. But well,
It is.
Yeah, it's a pretty
they
good
have.
pinball game.
It's how I played Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Sky, which I adore. I love that game.
Yeah, that's a good
Adore-
game.
Yeah, Explorers of Sky is fucking awesome.
So there's so many good games on it, and that's not even including the games that came out on it. Like
Yeah.
Wii U Land, no, Nintendo Land.
Nintendo Land
Land's
was a
awesome.
banger.
Nintendo Land's awesome.
Nintendo playing the Luigi's Mansion game with friends is so
Yes.
Yeah,
fun.
the Luigi's Mansion one's really fun with friends, but the best game
The
on
Donkey
Nintendo
Kong.
Land is the fucking
Donkey Kong, bro.
Kong one.
Oh, the
Hell
Donkey Kong
yeah.
one! The Donkey Kong one is so chaotic. I remember playing the Zelda one with friends, and I was like, "This is so fucking cool. This is the future."
Dude,
of
I
games."
remember that the advertisements for Nintendo Land was like just the Donkey Kong one, and like a lot of people were confused on like
They were-
why Nintendo would just
Yeah.
make this game.
It's all Donkey Kong. And there were
It
so
should
many,
have been
there
all
were so
Donkey
many
Kong.
cute
The
little
Donkey Kong
secrets
game.
because you got.
Let me
like,
tell you guys, dude, Smash Ultimate doesn't hit as good as Smash 4 did for me.
I don't
I
like
like
Smash
Smash
Ultimate
Ultimate
very
way
much.
better.
I like 4 way better,
the,
dude.
I like Smash 4 3DS just because I really liked Smash Run.
Yeah,
Smash
Smash Run was
4,
fun. Really fun.
Smash 4 is a little bit too defensive for me.
In the moment,
I like
just
Ultimate a
just
little
the
better.
hype leading up to Smash 4 and then playing it as it was new and the DLC
Smash 4
coming
did
out.
have better hype, yes.
Yeah.
I just- I loved being part of it more than I liked playing Smash Ultimate at all. I don't like Smash Ultimate that much.
I don't
Honestly,
really like
I
Smash
think
Bros. That
I think
much.
I don't really like Smash. Yeah,
Yeah.
I like the community and like I guess the
I don't like the community.
No, no,
at
no,
all.
no,
I don't like
I'm
the
talking about
community
the
anymore. Let me
community.
tell you that much.
the community around Melee.
Have
I
I
was gonna
got
say.
wait? I have an honest question. Have I ever told you guys about my Smash tournament experience?
No.
I don't think
Oh.
so.
I went to one Smash tournament. It was like a small locals when I lived in Wisconsin.
Yeah.
There was I think 13 people there. Round one, this kid entered who was like 9.
Uh-huh.
And his dad also entered for some reason. Like his dad had to drive him, and he somehow convinced his dad. Round
fuck?
one, I went against his dad, and like his dad was like, "I have no idea how to play this game," and he was just like standing there, and I was trying to teach him the game while I was supposed to be fighting him. And then
That's
in the
awesome.
end, he's just like, I don't want to go on in the tournament, and went and stood in the corner. And then I got to
Nice.
finals, and I completely stomped his son. It was really awkward. And it was in like
Aiden, I didn't
For
know that you
whatever
killed
reason-
a family.
for whatever
you destroyed
reason,
that family that day.
the tournament took place. There's like a college down the street from me, and
Yeah.
it took place in like it wasn't like a locker room, but it was like some extra room on the side of a gym that was just like I think it was like a storage closet that was just
That's
empty
usually
or
how it
something.
is.
And it was incredibly stinky, even though there was only like 12 people. It was really weird. And
I
they
think
only
the
they
local
only had
ones-
one switch, and so
Oh.
it was just one switch. So everyone just
Oh,
stood
this was
behind you and
recent.
breathed down your neck while you played. Yeah, this was like a year and a half ago, like 2 years ago.
I've been to one local and it was actually really nice, but it was like a bunch of switches. There were also GameCubes in the corner, so you could play.
I
Melee.
played a couple Smash 4 locals. I didn't do.
The
I
most-
did okay.
The most interesting part about it is that it was also a Pokemon Stadium 2 local. So
Nice.
Interesting.
That's
I
pretty
didn't know
cool.
those
Yeah,
existed.
so
Yeah,
I,
what the
I
fuck?
Didn't, I didn't either until that day. People were playing fucking Pokemon Stadium 2, and then they started playing the mini games.
I want to get in on
I
that,
also-
dude. That sounds like a good
No,
time.
that was the
I
most
also
hype
went
part
to-
about it.
I also went to a Melee local in Wisconsin, and the Melee local was way better because basically what happened is I lost on round 1, and then one of the guys, there was only like 20 people at the Melee local. One of the
Yeah.
guys pulled a huge bottle of Captain Morgan out of his backpack, and everyone got super hammered. And
Sick.
then eventually the Smash local got entirely abandoned, and we all played like Jackbox Party Pack
That's so
on
fun.
the
Nice.
school projector, because like for some reason the school that the Melee local was at let us use their projectors for it.
Dope.
And so Jackbox on the projector and got hammered and played that all night. It was fun.
That
It
sounds
was a
so
good
great.
melee local. Good Jackbox local.
That sounds so sick though. Playing Jackbox with a bunch of friends is genuinely great.
Yeah.
I have
Pretty
like
good.
5 of the Jackbox games. It's fun.
We should
We
play
can
the
set that up
Jackbox
sometime
games.
if you guys
Yeah.
want.
We could.
No, it's
There's
really
no
I
reason.
I think
It's
I
really
have
fun.
1, 3. I think I have like 1, 3, 4, and 6 or something.
The newest one, 7, is actually really fun. It's probably my new
I like
favorite
the.
one.
Do you guys want to do that after the podcast?
I
Yeah,
can
we
do
can
it.
record a
Jackbox.
short.
I'll set it up.
Let's do a quick Jackbox sesh.
Yeah, we can do it.
Maybe.
Quick
Alright.
Jack sesh. We'll see.
Quit JO sesh.
My crystal needs
Charge
good
our
Jack
JO
Box.
crystals real quick.
We'll be right back, everyone. We're gonna have a quick Jack sesh.
Pause this recording.
What do you all think is the most fun multiplayer game?
Like in general.
Yeah.
That's
I
hard.
don't know. Yeah.
I feel like any game can be fun.
I
with
don't think
friends.
there would be like an objective answer to that because there's so many good ones.
If I had to
I'm really
pick-
trying to think.
And really, honestly, like anything multiplayer is good with friends. Really.
For
Probably
me, yeah,
the
no,
best
that's alright.
times I've ever played, the best multiplayer things I've ever had, are like playing Mario Party 6 as a drinking game.
Yeah.
And the rules to the Mario Party 6 drinking game we made up when I was in Wisconsin are slightly different. So, like, when we play the earlier ones, it's like if you lose a minigame, you drink. But in Mario Party 6, we made it so anytime you step an orb, you also step on an orb or pass an orb, you also drink.
God.
Yeah.
So the drinking just accelerates as the game goes on, because, like, in Mario Party 6, in the last half, it just becomes orbs on, like, every other step. And so everyone's just completely hammered and throwing up, and it's awesome. Mario Party 6 is a good drinking game. That's a fun
die.
multiplayer game.
I'm trying to think
Mario Party
of
6
The
is
most
fun in
fun
general.
I've
It's
had
really
with a
good.
multiplayer game is playing, I think, Splatoon 2 with a bunch of friends. I just had boatloads of fun with that.
There's a lot on Wii U alone that I just have really great memories
The
of.
Wii U is such a good console.
Wii U is one of the best
I will shill
multiplayer
it until
machines.
The I don't even know the saying. I will
Until
shill it
the
forever.
Every
Two
Wii U
comes
game
out.
had some sort of really creative, just multiplayer
Yeah,
mini
because
game.
they had to think out of the box for the Wii U gamepad, and people think that's
Like everything on Game and Wario that's multiplayer is like 20 out of 10, dude. It's
they
so
really
good.
missed an opportunity.
Anyone who
with, like,
calls... Here's a
Dungeons
hot
and
take.
Dragons
Anyone who calls the new Super Mario Bros. Games generic hasn't played the multiplayer, because the multiplayer is the most chaotic,
Yeah.
nightmare,
Multiplayer is
okay,
great.
playing
awesome
New
thing
Super
ever.
Mario. Just recently, I played New Super Mario Bros. U with 3 other friends, and it was genuine.
Yup.
It was so fucking fun. It was
I
hilarious.
so
honestly,
much fun.
I've never hated the new
Just
Super Mario games
throwing
that
your
much.
friend-
No, like the new Super Mario
I
games, they're
like-
great.
And New Super Luigi.
They got
was
great
really
level
fun.
design.
Like I
Yeah.
can
I
play
like
New
how-
Super Luigi
I like
by
how-
myself.
When you're playing 4-player, New Super Mario Bros. Lets you stack everyone on top of each other.
Yeah,
in a huge
it's
totem full
great.
of chaos.
You just
Like,
leave it to one
yeah.
person.
Like visually, the games are kind of boring, but they're really fun.
They are fun, yeah.
I think like the main aspect that people hate about the new Super Mario Bros. Series is that visually they literally are the same.
Yeah, but
Yeah, I
they're
mean-
still really like well designed, fun to play games.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I feel like it would all be cleared up if there was a New Super Mario Bros. Game that looked like genuinely great.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
the thing is, there was that one level. It was like the haunted level where everything had like an oil painting look.
Oh,
And
yeah, it has
everyone-
Yeah,
like
that
a
one
and
was
everyone's
castle
like,
to it. Yeah.
why can't the entire game look like this? But
You know what? Literally,
that
they
would
could
fix everything.
they could resolve the sameness just by not following the same like world progression they do, where it's like
Yeah.
grass
Or-
and then
or they-
sand.
I think
and then
what they
water.
could do.
Change
They-
up the
okay.
graphics a little
Okay.
bit, throw in a couple new enemies,
Here's
and
what they do.
You're good.
They mix it up like that, and they also make like a WarioWare Shake It, where it's like all hand-drawn animation, and
That would be sick,
And-
actually. That would
and-
look really
and
cool.
then that would probably be like one of my favorite Mario games because
Yeah.
because if it looks nice and the level order is different, then no one's gonna complain about it anymore. Because that's literally
Yeah.
Yeah.
the only complaint everyone has is that it looks the same and the level order is the same. But the level fucking layouts
one-
are fun.
No one actually has any like real complaints about the gameplay, which really
No,
it
it's
really
fucking
says a
Mario.
lot.
It's Mario.
Yeah.
The only reason why people really prefer the other Mario games is because they look different.
Yeah,
Or
that's
they have a
really
different
it.
aesthetic. It's just whichever aesthetic you prefer. Except
Also,
I guess,
also, please add in some new boss fights. I'm tired of fighting the Koopa kids.
Oh, I don't want to fight Boom.
What do you
Yeah,
mean you
delete
don't
the
like Boom Boom
Koopalings.
like
Boom
10
Boom
times?
okay. The thing that's Mario Odyssey, I really liked the direction where they're going with like the rabbit guys, and I'm really happy that they didn't put Bowser Jr. or the Koopalings in that game at all.
Yeah,
And
the Brutals or whatever they were called. They're cool.
The Brutals I think that's really cool. And if they did something like that for a new Super Mario Bros. Game just to keep it fresh, and they
Yeah.
had like maybe like a little bit of a different story behind it too, and that
Yeah,
would.
I know I just said I hated every game on the Switch, but actually Mario Odyssey was like the only game that I
love
liked.
Mario Odyssey. I think
Yeah,
Mario
I like
Odyssey was pretty
Mario
good.
Odyssey is
really
a very
fun.
very solid game.
The only
know-
problem with it I had is just that like most of the moons are kind of just worthless.
Here's the thing: I have a.
I really like Super Mario Odyssey. I really love playing Odyssey the normal way, but also doing as few captures as you can is a really fun way to
Oh,
play
there's
it too.
so many cool like challenge runs you can do with it, and I love that.
Yeah.
I've never actually done a challenge
That's-
run. I just
that's-
went through the game.
That's never kind of been my thing.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
here's the thing
I
about
like
Mario
the-
Odyssey. The reason why I love it so much is because I have this weird spastic obsession with like capturing abilities in video games.
Yeah, I do too.
So
I like that a lot.
like what's that one Crash Bandicoot game? It's not a good game, but I just love the capture mechanic.
Oh,
I know what
Crash
you're
of the
talking about.
Titans.
Yeah, and then and there's like Nicktoons Unite with Danny Phantom. And you can
Yeah.
like you can like possess people. I've always
Or
Yeah.
like
Deep
that-
cut
I've
with
always
Nicktoons
had
Unite,
this-
bro.
I've
you
always
can
had
get
this,
that extra
like-
ability in Kirby Squeak Squad where
yeah.
you're the ghost and you can possess any
And
enemy. I loved that. As
I
a
love
kid.
like Kirby because of that, and the whole thing with like, it would have been my favorite game of all time if it came out when I was a little kid because
I remember
I've loved Mario.
as a
and
kid.
love
I would
that
like
mechanic.
as a kid, I would do like this thing in Kirby Squeak Squad where I'd use the ghost power and possess a Waddle Dee and just see how far I could get with a regular Waddle Dee over and over
Yeah.
on like every level.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
actually
Mario
based,
Odyssey. Mario Odyssey would probably be my favorite one if the moons felt more meaningful.
The moons.
I don't
feel very
usually care
meaningful.
about challenge runs, but it's really fun to do minimum captures because you really have to like pick and choose what you go for, and I think that makes it really fun.
There's not
I don't-
enough like unique missions or challenges. The moons are kind of just there. You get them.
I really hope that they do like I guess a sort of like I don't know if it has to be a sequel, but like a Mario Galaxy 2 like sequel for Mario
Yeah.
Odyssey where they like
That'd be cool.
Mario Odyssey could
'cause
really use a sequel.
if they fix like if they make instead of moons they had more of like a Mario Galaxy or Mario 64
Mario
type mechanic.
Sunshine.
Yeah, they add like a
Yeah.
mechanic like that. I feel like it would just be the perfect Mario game
Yeah, it would be great.
because it's just so fun. It's just
Yeah.
a childlike fun, and I enjoy it a
Yeah,
lot.
it's a fun game.
And I also have this really weird, I wouldn't call it a fetish, but this fucking like obsession with the idea of like desert levels at night.
Yeah, I like
Ooh.
nighttime.
I
Desert-
really like
Yeah.
that. Because
Yeah,
whenever
desert
you
nighttime
think of,
stacks are really
whenever
good.
you
Actually,
think
I
of
like-
a desert, it's like always like a beaming. Mario Origami King did this as well with like a nighttime desert, and I
Yeah,
really like that.
It looked really
I-
cool.
It's such a really cool aesthetic, you know, like the fact that it's a frozen desert is so juxtaposed, and I love that.
Say
style.
what
Yeah.
you will about Origami King, the aesthetics do really hit.
Okay. The story.
You know, I played through
I-
Origami
I
King.
enjoy the aesthetics.
does Rob? Rob, do you hate Mario? Do you hate Origami King too?
Yes.
I really.
I played
I
through
thought the
Origami
writing-
King. Origami King. The thing is, okay.
That was the final Switch game I played before I gave up and sold the console.
Sticker
on eBay.
Star. Sticker Star is a 2 out of 10.
It is.
Yep. Even less.
Whatever. Color Splash.
Color
is
Splash is a 3 out of 10, and then Origami
Splash
King
is
is
a
a
3 out of
3.5.
Origami King is a 4 out of 10.
No, it's a
No.
If we keep
3.5.
this up-
It's not a
I
full point
really-
better than
I-
Color Splash.
If
Some
we
of-
keep
okay.
this up,
Here's the
in
thing.
5
Eventually we'll
to
get
10
it.
years,
We will get
in,
the
in
perfect
10
Paper
years, we're gonna
Mario.
have a good Paper Mario. game.
Okay.
We're gonna have a Paper Mario that's at least a 5.
I just had a lot of fun with it because I was playing it with my brother. We just had a blast because I really liked the writing. I thought it was really fun.
Yeah, I thought the
I
writing
thought
was okay.
I thought the writing was like there were some moments that I thought were actually really funny. And
I don't
thought
like the
the
new style of
combat
Paper
system
Mario
was-
writing.
I don't know. I thought it was
Weird.
cute. I just wish.
The Nintendo's new style of writing really pisses me off. It feels like I'm reading Twitter,
It does.
like actually,
I think
and I hate it.
I'm really upset that what happened to Alpha Dream.
Animal Crossing.
That too. But Alpha Dream, the guys who made the Mario and Luigi games, it went on. They're no longer making games anymore. So
Yeah, they went out
Yep.
of business,
which
right?
is really fucked up because I think all the Mario and Luigi games are really good.
No,
What?
the last couple
Dream
were
Team,
pretty bad.
Dream Team, and
I like
Dream Team and Paper Jam.
Paper
kind of
Jam
pushed
is
it
Oh,
off.
awful.
Paper Jam. Okay.
Paper Jam?
I forgot about
Paper Jam is a game that like I'm convinced doesn't actually exist because I've never seen like gameplay footage and I've never seen it like at the store or heard of anybody who's ever played
the
it.
only fucking thing that makes me, whenever I think of Paper Jam, I just think of that one fucking super obscure image. I think I've posted a few times of like Mario, Luigi, and Paper Mario all texting on like the Nickelodeon slime
What the
thing.
fuck?
talking-
Oh wait, no,
talking
yeah, I know
about
what you're
how
talking
much
about.
they wanna
Yeah,
be slime.
yeah.
And
Oh.
it's like Paper Mario uses like
Paper
the
Mario just
smile
speaks in
emoji.
modes.
Hey,
It's so
Speaking
fucking
of,
stupid.
Holden.
Yeah.
Are you gonna play through Mario RPG with us?
I think I will because I actually love that game.
Yeah,
These
cool.
two are already done, but you're gonna have
Yeah.
a little bit of time as a
I've
buffer.
been
'cause
done.
I
Oh,
have
that game's
to,
quick, isn't it? It's not.
Yeah, it's not that long.
It's not that long at all.
It's
I-
deceptively
I-
quick, actually.
I'm going
It's
to
maybe
play
15
Super Mario
hours.
RPG, but the Twilight Princess, I recorded all my Twilight Princess gameplay for a video I'm making personally, as well as the podcast. And I don't have any room on my hard drive to start Super Mario RPG until the Twilight Princess
we got
video is
time
done.
now. Yeah.
So you're gonna have a couple days because I'm 15 minutes into editing it, and I still have an hour and a half of audio to edit.
Nice.
Now, if Mr. Nintendo Miyamoto is listening to this podcast right now, I'd like you to cover your ears real quick because
Oh shit.
because
Miyamoto, please retire.
Miyamoto, no, Miyamoto, we love you so much until you stop.
I don't.
We don't.
No, wait until he stops listening. We want you on the podcast. So
cover yours for a second,
if
please.
you're Miyamoto-sama, please stop listening right now. So I hacked my Switch, and it was actually a really it increased my experience like tenfold. I really
I had a
liked it.
hacked Switch and I didn't give a shit.
Well, here's the thing. It's a more convenient Game Boy Advance. That's what I really like
Nice.
about it. Since you can
It
put
does make a good Game Boy Advance.
you can put VBA on it and
Yeah.
just like download like a fucking folder of every GBA game and just go through it.
nice
Because I can
big
just
juicy GBA games, yeah.
Cause yeah, I can just go to like my friend's house and just fucking bust out my Switch, which is it's so portable. It's cool. I don't know. It feels nice, and I think it can run anything up to. PS1 games are a little choppy, which is weird. I think, but like PS1 games work. I've been playing Symphony of the Night on it, which I really like so far,
Yeah, 70 Night's good.
Nice.
and it's been making a really nice emulation machine. I like that. And
Yeah, I had a modded Switch, and even the temptation of free games couldn't convince me to keep it. so.
I feel like the reason why I loved Star Allies is because I didn't have any buyer's remorse. I just had like a quick little. I beat the game in like. 2
Miyamoto, you're
days.
still not listening, by the way.
No, Reggie stopped listening a while ago. He stopped listening after we said Sonic Unleashed, and then he just left. Because since I don't have buyer's remorse for, what's it called? Yeah, fucking Kirby Star Allies. I beat it in 2 sittings. And I had a cute time with it. I had a good time. The only game that I am bought and it is shipping to my house currently is Ring Fit Adventure, which I wanted to try out because I wanted to see if it was actually cool. Because I don't know.
Have fun doing crunches, bro.
I will. Well, the thing is, I want to.
Anyway,
I want to start doing exercises or whatever the fuck, and I'm just again because
I
global
don't think that's actually
Okay.
gonna help
global
you. dude.
pandemic. I don't know. It just
But-
seemed like a fun little time. It was like $70 though. Anyway,
I'd rather
Guys.
play Wii Fit on my Wii U.
yeah, and then post on Music
Guys.
about it. What?
Yeah.
Fat.
Do we have any final? What are your final thoughts about Twilight Princess?
Oh right.
It's my favorite Zelda game. I love the story. We didn't really get to talk about the story, but I really like the story.
The soundtrack.
We still
Yeah,
got
is
time.
nice, but
We
the
still
game
got
is-
time.
All the dungeons are a hit. All the
the
bosses
story's
are a
really
hit.
well told.
The soundtrack's amazing.
The characters, I like all the characters a lot. I like Midna a lot.
Even Agatha.
Midna's
Not
Midna's
just
very
in a
good.
sexual way, but
Do
also
you
in a sexual
love
way.
Agatha?
Yes,
Agatha is
Agatha? Agatha's great.
Agatha's a cutie.
Yeah.
I would give her bugs any day of the week.
How old is
Same. I'd give her
Agatha?
crabs.
I don't know, probably 16.
Hopefully old enough.
Hopefully older than 16.
16 is legal in my state. Thank you very much.
Yeah, same here. Pretty sure.
Okay, the
Might have to
wiki
double
doesn't
check
list.
that though.
Will we be cutting this out?
The wiki doesn't. The wiki doesn't list an age, so we
God
can
damn
assume
it, it's
she's
all
18.
you, Aiden.
Yeah, we can. Agatha is
Hey,
actually
hold on,
a
hold on.
1,000
She has
year
like
Uh-oh.
her
Wait,
own
nope,
like
guys,
palace.
guys, I have an issue
Yeah.
here.
What?
Yeah.
Here's what the wiki says. Agatha is a young self-proclaimed princess around the age of 10.
Oh no.
No! We have to cut it out now.
Oh,
We can't give
Cut
out
it
the
out.
bugs.
Oh no.
Listen, I just want the record to be shown that I didn't say anything like that. I just said that I give her bugs. That could mean anything.
That could mean anything. And I think.
Officer, please don't shoot.
But don't worry, Miyamoto came back and he's listening again. Ever since you mentioned giving a 10-year-old bugs. Welcome back, Miyamoto. I said nothing.
Well, guys, I think we're gonna call it here. Thanks for listening to the Ultra Boys
fall of Ultra
podcast,
Boys.
episode 3. We'll catch you next time with Mario RPG.
Ooh, we hope
It's been
this is
good.
episode 3. Let's
It will be.
Yeah.
This one's fine.
It will
We
be.
got this.
Yeah, this one was great.
I like this
All
one.
right, bros.